California.
You got it.
This one's for three. AJ Hawk, $5,000. USA! USA! USA!
The following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey!
Why?
Let's go!
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for it.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers.
You pink!
Damn it! Be a friend, tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to our humble abode, the Thunderdome. On this WrestleMania Eve, Feel Good Friday, April 17, 2026, this program begins now. Sports are fantastic, and obviously we have NBA play-in games tonight to decide two teams that are going to be able to punch their ticket into the playoffs. Who can potentially chase immortality on this massive weekend? Will LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets, who had a absolute thriller over the Miami Heat in the first round of the play-in game tournament, take on the Orlando Magic? And I'll tell you what, don't want to give any spoilers away, but on this particular Friday, as the past couple Fridays, we'll be doing the Oh No segment.
Nice.
That Orlando Magic team is in the segment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nobody's happy with how they're playing, but they still have a chance to potentially make the playoffs. And then Steph Curry, back from injury late in the season, alongside Draymond Green, who's pickpocketing and going crazy as if it was like 2015 all over again. Draymond and Steph Curry going crazy, taking on the Phoenix Suns in an Ishbia-owned team that says he wants it to be like Coach Izzo up there in Michigan State. Devin Booker's an animal, obviously. They've had a lot of transition, a lot of change. Maybe they make it into the playoffs, but Steph Curry in a play-in type situation. I like that for him. He is seeing a big hoop right now, and he's also talking his shit. We got the shoulder shimmy first game back from injury, and then in the last game against the Clippers, he hits a game winner. Step back, roundabout, in the crowd. Almost rolls his ankle. Could potentially hurt himself. Who knows? Somebody punched him in there. He's asking the Clippers fans, did that go in? Did that go in? I could kind of hear it. I kind of feel that it won. Out of the hand, it felt good. But is that one in or is that not in? That's what this dude has obviously done to basketball. And anytime we get a glimpse of what he did to hoops forever at its highest form and he's back, maybe Golden State goes crazy.
Whoa.
Now, everybody in the West is obviously knows that the Oklahoma City Thunder exist. And everybody understands that Joker's still over there in Denver. And LeBron James, he's 41.
That's right.
Yep.
And then in the East, because the Pacers are not in the playoffs or the play-ins. And Detroit is obviously the number one seed, waiting on the Hornets potentially if they're able to get a win tonight over Orlando for a rivalry matchup in the first round of the NBA playoffs. But we got to the Celtics are always.
Yeah.
We got to remember the Celtics exist.
That's right.
And then the Knicks, they're saying we're winning this year. We were built to win this year. I heard people on TV who know this a lot better than I am with sources connected and everything. They're like, Knicks are actually built to go on a run right now. It's like, the Knicks are going to be back? And I forgot last year, they made it all the way to the finals.
Yeah.
Fired their coach.
That's right.
Expectations are they got to win it all. NBA playoffs should be spectacular. We'll have Kendrick Perkins joining us in about 20 minutes or 30 minutes or so to chit-chat about his opinions on the playoffs, the teams, and also the awards that he votes for.
Yeah.
That's right.
Need it.
People are not happy with him.
No, they're pissed. It's Big Perk, baby.
Hey, that's Big Perk basketball.
Exactly.
He don't care.
Hey, that really is Big Perk basketball. He'll go, carry on.
Bingo.
That's kind of his thing. We're excited to get a chance to catch up with him again. There was a time, not too long ago, where Perk was going to potentially be in a Thunderdome once a week.
That's right.
That got shut down before it really even got started.
Good time.
It was incredible. We enjoy Big Perk. Now, some of the things Big Perk says obviously get a lot of people flustered, and we don't necessarily agree with everything he says, but we enjoy the hell out of Big Perk. Cannot wait to catch up with him and just ask him why he decided to piss everybody off and say, hey, I got some votes that are up for grabs, actually.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, big night tonight can win you all NBA. You know, little ball.
Okay.
I was supposed to be 3 teams in this entire thing. That third one, hey, you tell me. I cannot wait to hear Perk talk about why he is voting, how he is voting. This is just like in the NFL whenever voters say they did whatever they did for whatever reason. It's like, that's bias. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to do that. Anytime humans are doing things, though, there's always going to be some bias.
Yep.
I like the Perk just said, it's up for grabs. Have a big night. You can potentially hit all NBA.
Go get it.
That'll get you 30, 40 more million.
Exactly. That's what
Good
it's all
luck
about.
out there. Okay, good luck. I appreciate that. Ryan Smith, owner of the Utah Jazz, not in the play-in or the playoff.
No.
They've been played out
Yeah. Big time.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
They got fined for the way they were potentially playing themselves out. He's owner of the Jazz, but let's flip that into a positive sports conversation. Also the owner of the Utah Mammoth in the NHL. Guess what? They're in the playoffs.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are.
Second year there to the day. They announced the team was coming from Phoenix to Utah on this particular day 2 years ago. Phoenix had 10 years of the worst seasons in the NHL. Worst record in 10 years straight of it. Ticket sales, 30th in the last year, 29-28 for the last 10 years in ticket sales.
They were playing at Arizona State for a while.
Just everything about them just ass. Ticket sales, ass. Performance on ice, ass. Team morale, ass. Investment in team, ass. Everything somehow, even though so many ex-hockey players out in Phoenix, and we love the city of Phoenix, I think a lot of people said it was potentially because ownership wasn't able to get a new deal for a new arena because he had pissed off the government potentially. But anytime you do that, you obviously have to take taxpayer money. I think the taxpayers would like a hockey team. Whatever. It got ugly in Phoenix with the Coyotes. Utah Mammoth owner Ryan Smith of Utah Jazz, we just so happen to be friends with this guy. Like, we just so happen to know him because whenever we went out for college game day for a Utah game, BYU Utah, I think, no, maybe it was Utah.
I think it was Utah BYU a couple
Yeah,
years
but it was
ago.
at Utah, though. It wasn't
Yes.
at BYU.
Correct.
It was at Utah. I think it was Utah.
So Utah, Oregon?
I don't know. I don't know if it was BYU.
USC, maybe? It wasn't BYU. It was not the Holy War.
Whatever the case. We went out to Utah. Incredible. The scene's beautiful. And we got invited to go to a basketball game. And it was long travel out there. It was pretty late in the season. I was like, nah, I'm going to go ahead and sleep here. I'm a little bit exhausted. Then it was like, hey, owner would like you to potentially come to the game. I'm like, okay, where am I sitting in this thing? And then they say, you're on the bench. It's like, all right, well, I'll go.
Fine.
I'll go be a member of the Jazz, I guess. I'll go do it. We all went. We had a group that went over there.
We were next to Dwayne Wade.
Yeah,
minority
on the
owner.
other side. You guys were next to Dwayne. So they were like, hey, we'll take care of it. We thought this was a once in a lifetime. This is outrageous. We're doing this. And I also looked him up. Young guy, self-made billionaire two times. Kind of the next generation seemingly of what sports ownership is going to look like. Cool guy. Got a chance to meet him. Got a chance to meet his family. Talk to him. And he's of our age. So we can talk shit to him. But he has certainly done so many things in life already at a young age, and I think is a pretty pure thinker, like the way he wants to kind of make things better. So whenever he bought the NHL team, we were actually, I think, a part of a conversation with him about hey, what he should expect, why he should expect, and then he worked that thing for a while. A year, I think, year and a half, 2 years. He didn't know if it was going to be an expansion team, didn't know if he was going to get a team. They didn't know what they were going to do. Relocation of Phoenix because of the ticket sales, because of how ass they were on the ice. He ends up being able to buy it. I think it was a pretty hey, 24 hours, we need. Okay, we're doing this. We just made the decision. We're kind of doing this, or it's going to do it. I think it all came together relatively quickly, even though it was being worked for a long time. Gary Bettman, commissioner of the NHL, obviously a massive piece of it all. And the NHL didn't know exactly how it was going to go. I think that Ryan Smith was selling it, and it's just been a home run.
Yeah.
New arena, new traditions, new rivalries.
The malls.
New malls, new facilities. Everything is just blown up out there because the people of Utah love sport. And they also just I think it's something to go, I don't want to say do, but
oh yeah,
it is something to go do. It's every night is an event. So I'm happy for Ryan. He'll be joining us here in a few moments. He's doing it.
Big time.
He's really doing it. Talks the Tables here at Boston Connor, at Ty Schmidt. Con Man, we're about to hit playoffs here for a while. We got Wrestlemania here tomorrow night and Sunday night on ESPN's platforms. Tomorrow on ESPN2 for the first hour. Sunday on ESPN for the first hour. Then the rest through ESPN Premium.
ESPN Unlimited.
Make sure you get it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So that's incredible. On the other side of that, sports are about to deliver in a huge way. Draft next week, but it's not just that.
No, not at all. Super Bowl wrestling, of course, kicks it off tomorrow and Sunday. But we're talking about playoffs every single day, probably for the next 6 weeks. I mean, it is one of the times you think about after football ends, hey, once NBA and NHL playoffs start, then sports are really going to kick up again. I think we have 3 or 4 games Saturday NBA, 3 or 4 games Saturday NHL, same thing Sunday, and then Monday it continues. I know there's a couple cities, one in particular, that has multiple playoffs going on at the same time. You could say Boston, I'm talking about. And some of the scheduling is a little interesting. I think some people are pretty pissed that the Celtics and Bruins are going to be playing on the exact same night at the exact same time. But that's just the thing that you need to kind of reel in when you're a sports fan. Hey, you come from a city that has greatness oozing from it, especially when it comes to sports.
I had no idea this was going to turn into this. I'm sorry.
Me neither, honestly. But sometimes that's where it goes. We're talking about the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Penguins and the Pirates, I'm sure there's going to be a Penguins game and a Skeens Day going at the same exact time. Those are going to be tough things to balance. But this is one of those very underrated times in sports where even if you're not huge NBA, even if you're not huge NHL, you can go on to DraftKings, place a bet, and all of a sudden you're a fan of that team. Also, there's just always something on. Last night was weird. You're sitting there what do I do? Watch Mission Impossible, Tom Cruise? Sure, I'll do that.
Yes.
But it'd be much cooler if there was meaningful games on. Even tonight with the play-in will be cool. But once these playoffs really start to go, even the first round, especially in the NHL, start to finish, those are amazing. This is a fantastic sports time.
Yeah, and the draft next week, absurd. So many storylines are about to develop. And one half of the Hammer, Dahn. Cowboys, AP Tone, rocking an incredible uniform.
Yeah.
Just a good uni out of the Pittsburgh Pirates ball club.
Yeah, thank you for sending them to the Buccos. This is the City Connects. They will be wearing them tonight. Bubba Chandler is on the mound. Skeens is on the mound tomorrow for his bobblehead night. Buccos gave one away yesterday, but they're hot. Baseball's doing it. The draft, fully engulfed in the draft. Fully engulfed. Best time of the year. Then we have the playoffs. We got Mania. Life is good.
Life is great. It's Feel Good Friday. Draft, anything crazy happening right now that we need to keep an eye upon?
Not really. I mean, this is what the guys, the draft people always say, this is the most dangerous week of all because teams are trying to get messages out there and it's mostly bullshit.
You got to keep your head straight on these sources that you have, brother, especially as the draft spectacular. We are just 6 days away from Thursday, April 23rd, live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which is the hometown of many of us that'll be up on that stage.
Yeah.
And then we'll be trying to provide a little analysis on what's going on who the player is, why the team potentially made the move, but also different perspectives. As you can see there right next to us, that big guy right there is from Pittsburgh, even though he tries not to claim it.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Which is odd.
It is odd because he's one of the most.
Even though it's tattooed on him.
Yeah, it's literally on his back.
Yeah.
Like a kitchen tat.
Team draft.
Prison tat.
Team draft
says
him, I'm pretty sure.
You got one of those.
Or
yeah.
signed him, whatever.
Extended him. Yeah, yeah, gave him yeah, you get it. He'll be there. AQ Shipley. Con man. D-Butch is going to be breaking it down. Potential DB drama in this particular thing. Not only that, entire defense, we appreciate you, Darius, traveling to Pittsburgh, man.
Cannot wait.
It's a big time.
It is. I mean, draft season is the best. It's the one time where all 32 franchises really have kind of like the same level of hope. You can draft that next Hall of Famer, your next starting quarterback, your next star wide receiver. You know, a lot of new iterations of teams with new head coaches, new GMs. So I'm excited about the draft.
Sweet shirt.
Per usual.
Sweet shirt.
Sweet
Iron
shirt.
Mike.
Yeah, it's a really cool shirt.
Yeah, it's many weekends, so you got to be ready.
I think he's WWE Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
I think he's WWE
Should
Hall of
be.
Famer.
Special enforcer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shawn
that's a
Michaels.
sick shirt, though.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The GOAT.
I mean, refrigerators. And I've been working, you know.
Bink.
I hope everybody, you know, 'cause I was showcasing a little bit while Randy was on.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of in there. Okay, let's go. Not just D-Butch. AJ will be there. Coach Cower will be joining us.
Hell yeah.
Obviously, he is from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Peter Schrager and Tone Diggs will be in a ball knowers trailer in the back, obviously, with Schrager understanding why GMs are making moves or if GMs are potentially thinking about making moves. And Tone Diggs, who's been studying this draft class for the last 3 months, literally daily. So he will be able to tell us every single specification about every single athlete that is drafted and how they did in college. Schrags will break down why the teams were thinking that decision. Coach Cower will tell us how that'll fit into the scheme. AJ Hawk will try to be toxic, and Ty Schmidt will not be there once again.
Yeah.
Which,
Damn.
this guy
That sucks.
I'd
Ty,
love to
you
be there
never-
with you guys.
miss it every single year, Ty.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? You know, it's just one of those things where had I known scheduling-wise that this would be the case, I would have.
I am kind of disgusted at the fact that we have only kind of grown in this entire business program.
Biggest show every year.
Every year. And you still somehow make the same mistake
I know.
every single. You would love the draft spectacular.
Yeah.
People say that it's one of our better things that we do, and I think the reason why a lot of people say it is because we have our own draft guru in Mad Mel Kiper, and I know you've never got to meet him. You would love this guy, Ty, and it's a shame, don't you think, D-Bud?
Yeah, absolutely. He's the pro of the pro. He's obviously set the standard when it comes to draft coverage. One day you guys meet, hopefully. If you
I
get your
hope
shit
so.
together.
Been
You
trying
know
to
what?
break bread with the guy. We had him on a couple times. Every once in a while, he usually kind of shuts that down right away. You know, calls me a barrage of different names,
Oh, yeah, I
insults.
forgot
It's
about
kind of like, you know what? At this point, you know, we're just two ships, you know, passing in the night. Unfortunately, I mean, I'd love to be there in Pittsburgh with you guys. It's just, hey, it wasn't in the cards this year.
Well, in the cards for the Utah Mammoth is at least a playoff run that has begun in their second year of existence. To the day, 2 years ago, this man and his family became owners of an NHL franchise. Since then, they've gone all in, paying players, building facilities,
What?
setting new standards,
What?
and now debuting a Zamoth.
What?
A what?
Yeah, they gimmicked up the Zamboni. It's been there. It's been there the whole time.
The salmon.
It's sick.
It's literally been that type of gimmick has been sitting there the whole time. And they go, you know what? We got a brilliant idea.
That's good.
Zamoth. They got people standing on top. They did the opening hit for the game last night, live from Zamoth. They're rolling around like they were Ty Schmidt at a Golden Knights.
That was
game.
awesome.
Just kind of rolling around. They're
Yep.
rolling around, and their fans were in the back clapping. You know, I think there definitely was a point where the open took maybe 45 seconds to a minute. And when you hear that, 45 seconds to a minute, that's not that long. After like 10 seconds of standing behind somebody doing there is like okay. Whew, we got another 40 seconds
Yeah.
here. There's a little bit of that
Strap
on the
in.
Zamoth, but obviously Utah hockey fans understand what to do. They're creating new traditions, and it's going to be a winning tradition, I do believe, over there. Joining us now, the owner of the Mammoth and the Jazz and the Ryan Smith Sports Group,
That sounds right. RSSG.
and owner of Qualtrics, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Smith.
Yeah.
What's up, fellas?
Did I hit it?
Smith Entertainment Group, SEG.
SEG.
Oh, yeah.
SEG.
Big Seg.
Yeah, there we go.
Right.
I forgot. I knew there was a You know,
something.
and we try to get there. We try to list it all off. What I wanted to say mostly was we're incredibly impressed by you. How old are you again?
I just turned 47.
Happy birthday, man.
Damn.
Happy birthday.
Birthday, Rob.
Happy birthday, man. 47, you've sold your survey company 2 times, I do believe. You end up becoming the owner of your childhood team, the Utah Jazz. You pitch so much for the state of Utah in the sports world that you lobby basically Gary Bettman to give you an opportunity to become an owner of an NHL team. You get a team there. You sell out 100% of the tickets. There's some photos of some games where maybe the seats aren't filled, but those tickets have already been sold because people want to come. They just couldn't make it that particular evening, which isn't great, but we're 2 years into this entire thing, and we also made the playoffs. So we would just like to do hat tip to you, sir. Happy 47th birthday, man.
Way to go, Ryan.
Yeah, you've kind of
Well,
done it.
we're,
Can you tell me about it?
Yeah, I mean, look, I've got a great group, both on the ownership side and, you know, obviously our organization. I mean, 2 years ago, you know, pretty much to the day, walked into a conference room in Arizona and literally told 70 people that they were traded to Utah, which is kind of a unique thing. And just the hockey culture and the vibe, everyone believed. And, you know, we told them to trust us. And in sports, you know, sometimes there's not that much trust. It was incredible. They trust us. The city came in, the fans came in, received the team, and it's just been a vibe since day one. I mean, like, you can't make it up because there was really no data that hockey would do what it's done in Utah. You know, there wasn't the rinks here, there wasn't the youth hockey here, and it's been pretty much sold out every single night, and the playoffs are going to be epic.
Yeah, I think
And it's actually the next step of this story, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, expedited pretty quickly. Only 2 years to get to the next step is crazy. And there's been a lot of success for teams whenever they make it to the playoffs for the first time in the past. And let's talk about the success of the team. Whenever you walk into a conference room in Phoenix and say they've been traded to Utah, you wanted to keep as many people as possible and told them they're going to be okay, as our connection's probably unstable there. Maybe in Utah, is it us? Is it you?
It's always him. It's always him.
No, but it could be us, though, too. We got a lot.
Yeah,
Could be like a big cloud rolling over that mountain in his backyard right now.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Might have just turned the Xanath on.
Got
survey.
clouds coming around the mountain when it comes. And it comes.
Yeah, exactly.
The cloud.
Every time you're on
Yeah.
the phone with that guy, it's always him.
They're building another Xanath, so they're probably channeling the energy from the sun and lightning and stuff.
You know what? Somebody didn't go tusks up.
Oh,
Somebody was like this, tusk up, and then in the middle of the conversation just kind of was like, yeah, you know, I'm putting my tusk down actually in the.
Yep.
That's potentially what happened.
What Big J? Perhaps Big J might have put a
Big
hat
J
on.
put his tusk down?
Yeah, maybe put his tusk down. Maybe pull the plug that he wasn't supposed to. Trying to plug in like a light bulb.
Joining us, Ryan Smith. Maybe Big J put the tusk down. Maybe put a hat. Maybe that's what happened.
Something happened somewhere.
Yeah, I think so. So you going down into Phoenix, though, and telling 70 people that they've been traded, okay, to Utah, which is a part of sports, obviously, but that massive is crazy. And you genuinely wanting them to feel as if, hey, I am just lucky to inherit what I am inheriting here, and I want you to feel comfortable and giving them every option they possibly can. And I don't know what the turnover rate was, but for 10 years, they were the worst in the league, okay? Worst in the league on the ice. And then off the ice, the tickets, like worst in the league, like off the ice, worst in the league, investment worst in the league. And then they get up to your place and we're in the playoffs in 2 years. We got traditions, we got fans, we got like a culture, everything like that. Now, obviously you're going to get a lot of credit for that, as you absolutely should, but why do you think that was? Why do you think a lot of similar people that were working in Phoenix kind of relocate to Utah and are able to have success? Because I think everybody in sports thinks that you have to change everything to have success. And normally the everything isn't just the location. Normally it's like the people in what positions. Why do you think that happened, do you think, Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, look, it was a little more like Gary was pretty adamant when we came in that Gary Bettman was like, we got to start over. It's a new franchise. We're going to leave the kind of the history and the legacy, very similar to OKC a little bit in, Seattle. And it was unique. And we did, fortunately, we brought in, Chris Armstrong to run it with Bill Armstrong and Coach Bear. They've done an incredible job. We had a bunch of young talent, and we brought in a lot of guys, right? So, and the most amazing things happened where, we've signed Dylan Gunther to an 8-year deal, Logan Cooley to an 8-year deal, Nick Schmaltz to a recent 8-year deal. We brought in, Sergey and Mackenzie Weegar and JJ Paterka. And, obviously Captain Keller, who's leading us. We've got people waiving their no-trade clauses to come to Utah. We've got 6 first-round picks that are sitting in our system coming up, and all of our picks going forward. And so we're in a pretty incredible spot that this is going to be an epic run. But I think more than anything, you look at what a fan base can do. I mean, they are fanatical. That's what fans are short for. Yeah. It has been epic. And I think that's the biggest part is, us doing our job from an ownership standpoint, giving them everything they need, management doing their job and building this thing, and being patient, but also being aggressive. And then the third leg of this is just our community and our fan base giving these people something to come in and play for every night. And it's amazing.
Yeah, I got a chance to be in that building, that facility. It's like you're walking in a resort in the cafeteria. I mean, it was great, man. And then your vision for what you're building and the other businesses that are blooming off of this stuff, I feel like you feel a sense of pride in the state of Utah, just trying to give back to the state of Utah. But I think you're bringing a lot of shit to Utah as well, brother. I think you should look in the mirror, maybe job well done. Now, on that note, can I ask you about the team that isn't in the playoffs?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, so I read, okay, I'm not in the weeds on this thing. I don't get every memo. Do you get every memo?
No.
I don't get every memo either. I just read what I see online.
Yeah, that's right.
I heard you got fined, okay? How many teams are in the NBA?
30.
30, okay? And I'm seeing 25 points spread. I'm seeing
Oh, yeah.
a lot of historic spread. But I read that you got fined because you're trying to lose. Okay, so that's what I read, right?
Yeah,
that's what you
that
read?
is correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would like to let you know, as a blind Jazz believer, okay, because you're the owner and I've been on the wood before, I'm pissed that we're losing games on purpose. Now, you were the only one, I think, that got this particular thing, maybe another team. And in the history of basketball, the fact that you two thought of doing this, okay, is disgusting. And I would like you to apologize for creating something that might happen in the future now, okay? And that goes back to you being fined alongside the Pacers, sir. So.
Oh, you want to comment here? How much time do we got?
Plenty.
I would like to know, how do you feel about this situation?
So,
whenever you think about the situation, how do you, because I assume you have to answer this question a lot, especially probably with your own fans, that's what the headline is. I mean, I assume this is something that you are, and with what you're doing with the Mammoth, clearly you're not a person that's trying to lose for the city or state of Utah and Salt Lake and everything that's going on up there. So, it's an interesting little dilemma that's literally happening in the same city with the same ownership. And on this side saying, hey, this guy, not good for the league. But on this side, hey, this guy might be. So, yeah. But we're running in the same fashion.
It's the same wallet, right?
Yes.
Let's back up, because I think all of this is a downstream issue to something else. So, first of all, the NBA product's freaking amazing. Look at the play-in. I don't know if you guys have been watching the play-in games. It's insane.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a lot working. What I love about the NBA, we're not afraid to battle it out with each other in these groups. Adam's created a culture where we sit there, there's input from everyone, there's no shortage of ideas of how to fix this, what goes on. The challenge is, every action we take, whether it's a CBA or something else, has an equal opposite reaction. And I think what we're seeing on this part is an opposite reaction to some actions that we're taking before. But what I love about the league is we fix it. And so I think we're going to go into this offseason, we're going to fix it. So to the question that I'm not ducking, look, what is the rebuild experience? I come from the experience world with Qualtrics. What is the rebuild experience in the NBA? Okay, we're going to have 30 teams. We now have 2 more that are looking online, great markets. You're going to have 8 to 10 teams every year that are going to have to pull into the pit, put new gas in the car, and change out the tires. It's just the math. How long do we want them in there for? Do we want them in there for 4 years? Do we want them in there for 5 years? And what are their options to go get out of that pit? Number one, they can go sign free agents. Well, there's no free agency. There's not one all-NBA free agent right now. Okay? So that leg of the stool's kind of gone. Second, your trade. Your trade team. Trading's hard. We've done that in Utah. We tried a bunch. We were successful at the deadline with that we're so excited about, and Jaren Jackson Jr. that came in. We gave up a lot, and we're super excited about that. The third is the draft. Yeah. And so if you're a rebuilding team and you're saying, hey, how do I get out of this? It's put a lot of pressure on that draft. And then you come in and you've got a world-class draft like you have this year with arguably some marquee players. And you're also, I came in new to the league. This is my, 4.5, 5th year, how it is. We started out when I took over. We were number 1 in the league in the regular season. Whatever. We've got to pull that car into the pit for whatever reason. And then we're here and we go into this draft process. I'm also taking over a franchise, never won the lottery, never moved up in the draft. At some point the math's got to start mathing. Like how do you do that? And the odds, and you're seeing that from a bunch of teams. So we're going to figure out a solution. I trust Adam. The ownership group's incredible around the league. We're not afraid to battle it out. There's options about flattening it. There's options about putting restrictions in there. But the most important thing is, what is the rebuild experience for the NBA, and how long do we want these teams to come in? And I think the difference this year that's probably kind of startling everyone is fan bases are actually on board for maybe the first time I've seen in history of, hey, you've got 10 teams. We want our teams to be down in a level. Now, when you go out on the court, I don't care who you are, our players are playing to win. This is their livelihood. This is their contract. You saw that with us. We didn't finish with the worst record. We were 4th or 5th. Our guys want to win every single night. They want big contracts. This is their opportunity. And so that's a long answer, but I think it comes in that order where if you look at everything being categorized as tanking, it's not the way to look at it. There's a rebuilding process for 8 to 10 teams every year that are going to have to go through that. And so that's the process that we should be looking at. And the lottery and the draft is kind of a downstream effect of that. And so
I hope you win the lottery, man.
Yeah.
I hope you win the lottery, because that literally sounds like what it is. Because last year the Mavs the Mavs won it, and they had the
lowest
0.0% chance.
That's the lottery, baby.
Yeah, that's lottery. I guess that is the lottery.
It's called a lottery. It's called a lottery for a reason. I mean, it's it's Vegas.
What did you end up at? What did you end up at last year? 4th? 7th?
We had the best odds. We ended up 5th. I think my first year we had 7th odds. We ended up 9th. And then we stayed the same one year. So let's be honest, it hasn't, luck determines a franchise is also that's the way it is. That's a part of this, but there's a lot of pressure on that. And, I'm just glad to be out of that position moving forward, and we're on and we're building.
We'll see, buddy. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. Yeah, we don't know about that, but I do appreciate your take where it's hey, as an owner and as everybody that works here, how are we supposed to get good? How are we supposed to get good if we're not good at this moment? And it's a very player kind of run league. You talked about there's no all NBA free agents. They get traded and then do new deals, right? And then it's kind of just wherever they're deciding to get traded to, which a lot of the guys at the top who are running programs can. Hey, I want to go there. I'm out of here. We've seen it in the past. Mm-hmm. Not everybody can do that. Obviously, be who you can afford to be. But franchise-changing guys can do
certainly.
that. That is why they're franchise-changing guys. And what your argument is, I think, that guy's never going to be available for me to, even woo him over. Hey, come look at the mountain up here, dude. This place is awesome.
And look, I don't think that way.
Okay.
I believe we're going to win a championship here in Utah. I'm looking at Keontae and Lowry and Ace Bailey and Jaren Jackson Jr. and Walker Kessler and all of our picks going forward. There's no woe is me here at all. We're going to go do it. I got Danny Ainge, Will Hardy, Austin Ainge. I feel like we got the best group that I've seen. I am so freaking bullish on the NBA, and I'm bullish on where we are as Utah going forward. Both of these organizations that I get the blessing to be a part of, we're going to have one hell of a run. Like, it is going to be a good time to be a Utah sports fan. I know I just heard a little Boston love or too many teams that play. That's going to be our world for a long time. And so I'm excited about that, but also coming out of the place we've been for the last 4 years, I'm empathetic that somehow we've got to get those teams at the bottom, getting the guys and getting back out onto the track.
Yeah. I appreciate your thoughts. I like that you're in the rooms where these are happening as well. I appreciate you forward thinking for sports and trailblazing for us young guys trying to get into the sports world. You're crushing it, man. Congratulations.
Hey, you guys too. Appreciate you all.
Hey, toss up.
Toss up, bro.
Toss up. I like that. A lot of
Look what you started. Look what you started, fellas. Look what you started.
It was going to happen.
Everywhere. It's on our big screen.
Were those real?
That all happened here.
Yeah.
Or were those AI generated with the booze in them?
No, those are real mammoth tusks, and then they made them
You got booze tusks out there?
This is awesome.
into mugs.
Is this the what?
Yeah.
Tusk mug.
Yeah, that's elite.
Ice cold.
Oh my gosh.
Beer stays colder in there.
I can get one of those, Ryan? What are those? You guys are giving those out?
Send some?
We'll send them. They'll be there.
Are those ice cold, or can I put those in the freezer?
I need 50.
An ice cold Tusk mug?
Are you putting Diet Cokes in there, Ryan? Is ice cold Diet Cokes?
The Tusk tea.
Well, equal opportunity. Whatever you want to put in.
See, that's why I love you guys. You're the man. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Smith.
Yeah.
His bartender knows. Jack and Dad, please, sir. Thank you so much.
Ryan,
Ice cold Tusk, I would like.
Yeah, please.
Ryan needs to turn all of his shoes the same direction, and maybe he'll win the lottery because
Yeah.
he's driving me insane the
Up
entire
top?
time. Yep.
The top row, yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting little situation.
That'll
Also,
pop.
I was looking a lot of basketball stuff. We need to get a stick in there.
Yeah,
You're right.
Need a stick in
They're
there.
definitely winning the lottery.
Also, there was
we know how
only
this
one
works.
hat on the entire wall. There was very distracting behind him for me,
Why? 'Cause
personally.
there's just so many awesome shoes.
So many, but them going the wrong way, and then only one hat on the entire wall was weird. There was one spot that didn't have anything on it.
There's only like 5 shoes pointing.
Yeah,
that way, too.
it was-
In the whole-
Come on,
I
guys.
think,
Listen to what
somebody
he's
did,
saying.
I think somebody did that to him. I
I
think somebody
hope
did
so.
that to him. I think he didn't know that until right now. He probably saw it while he was in there. Because I think he's pretty attention to detail.
I would hope so, yeah.
I think-
That's his business, I believe.
Well, at least 50% of it.
It is actually his business. Attention to detail.
Yeah.
That's why that Mammoth comes rolling out on that ice.
How many
Costs go
people
up.
were on that thing?
I'm telling you, it was like 10 people. I saw it in the open.
I mean, Mammoth are big.
Yeah, but
point.
Zamboni sizes, I think, unless they're making stretch bones.
Those bonies are bigger than
Next
you would
time we talk
expect.
to-
you can shove a couple.
We need to
you
get
know, full
mammoth.
grown
Oh, you
humans.
know.
I would know. Yeah, I mean,
We need to get Mammoth bigger than the Bison outside of their facility.
Everybody take a look. Foxy said, look at this camera guy. Oh, down. He's in front of the Mammoth. Go back. Hold. Oh, no. Go back a little bit.
That guy could have died.
Foxy said,
Oh, yeah.
you can't be rolling in front of a Mammoth, sir. Oh, no. He goes, is he okay? Can we get a little bit of an update on the guy that rolled in front of the Mammoth on the ground? This is a scary situation. One more. Oh, no. That Mammoth's looking mean.
Classic tripped over the blue line, seen it 1,000 times.
I
Scared the
just,
shite out
Guy's
of
got cement in his boots.
I just looked it up. Unfortunately, he passed. Yeah, he got trampled by the Mammoth.
him. Yeah, the Mammoth.
All right, that's not true.
Tony,
That's
come
not
on.
true.
Come
Tony.
on.
You can't do that either. That did not happen. We think he's okay. That's a scary situation.
That is scary.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now is a man who is at one point going to be on our show every single week. And I was pumped up about it. Because we'd seen him on TV, carry on. We've seen him play, carry on. We see him on socials. He is active, not scared at all of anything.
Nope.
He'll go right in. Remember, he was super duper racist at one point. That's what everybody was saying
Oh,
about him.
yeah.
That's right.
That was a lie.
He was the most racist guy on earth, is what people were saying.
Hated Jokic.
Yeah, hated Jokic. Now, this guy doesn't deserve a vote because he's saying publicly how he's deciding who his votes are. This dude is not scared of shit, and I think that's why we love him so much. Ladies and gentlemen, NBA champ for the Celtics, 16-year NBA vet, now ESPN pundit, and live from Las Vegas, the home of WrestleMania this weekend. And maybe we'll see him in there. He's looking good.
Uh-huh.
Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah, Perk.
What up, Perk?
Hey, there they go. I miss y'all, man. I miss y'all. Hey, look, Pat, there's one thing I am scared of, though.
What's that?
I'm scared of these big swole people walking through here. I tell you that much.
You see Randy Orton? Randy Orton walked through there. Have you seen him? He's the one. Wait till you see him. You'll feel that. You'll feel that.
Yeah.
Danhausen.
Yeah, Danhausen too, the guy with the paint on the face.
Stay away from him.
Yins need to stop fucking with him. You need to stay away from that. Seriously. That is not something you want to kind of dance with, I think, at this exact point. Now, on that note, Perk, can you feel the energy of WrestleMania around town, or have you only got in late night last night?
So I got in late last night, and when I was walking through the airport, I'm like, oh, damn, this is like the Super Bowl. This Super Bowl type energy. Yeah. This is my first time ever like being in the atmosphere of WrestleMania, and I'm feeling it. I'm like, oh, this is it. Yeah. This is what it is. Yeah. Like the energy is. Yeah, it's popping in Vegas.
Yeah, a lot of like-minded individuals over there. And I'll tell you, for some people, in times of my past, WrestleMania week is like one of the most positive, awesome times on earth. You just kind of like suspend all belief of it, just go, you know, and enjoy the hell out of it. And everybody is on the same page there. Now it's a little bit different, though. Now I see all those buffoons walking around, and they have no idea that I'm the hero coming in alongside Randy Orton. So there's going to be a little heat between me and every citizen in that city that is going to WrestleMania. I'd like to say, to hell with you all. Yep. You scumbags. Now, on that note, WrestleMania is awesome. I'm happy you're getting a chance to experience it. Can't wait to see you out there. Let's do a little bit of NBA chatter here and you pissing everybody off. So you came out and said LaMelo Ball could certainly earn an All-NBA team vote from me if he does what he does tonight with the play-in. Do you think that is you being transparent with your vote? And why do you think some people got so upset with that? Do you think it's because they say, well, if I had a vote, I wouldn't do it just on one night outcome. I'd do it on the whole year. And how is kind of your thoughts on all of the reaction?
Well, first of all, you know how I live, Pat. I'm facts over feelings, okay? I'm facts over feelings. The Hornets hadn't been relevant since the month of February. All I'm saying is he has the numbers. He has the damn numbers. If he gets his team into the postseason, they are the biggest surprise in the NBA. You telling me that don't deserve a third-team All-NBA nod? You damn right it do.
Yeah, I agree, Perk. Hey, I agree, Perk. And I like the fact that you're stirring it up a bit. Uh-huh. And they've mattered since February? Is that what you said way back in February?
But what I'm saying, Pat, is this. Think about it. Like, that's weighted out. Like, all NBA performances, one thing we go look at is the individual numbers and the team success, right? And so what I'm looking at, I'm like, if he gets his squad into the postseason, why not? I didn't say I was putting him on the first team or the second team. I said he's going to get my nod for third team All-NBA. Who cares?
Yeah, I like it. I like it. And also, I enjoyed watching his team. Now, the Bam Adebayo trip, I mean, it's been hit 1,000 times now. We're already on Friday. I assume everybody's saying it can't happen. The NBA finds him. Obviously, it sucks for the Heat that they lose their best player in the second quarter, especially in a season in which he scored 83 points in a game. You'd like to see him maybe get a little playoff payoff. But nonetheless, that Hornets team, I love them. And I'm hearing that if they win, they got the Pistons. Pistons hate them. Is this Hornets team maybe the next group of menaces that maybe we can fall in love with nationally? And how do you think we got to this point with them?
And it's not fake, it's real. See, if you take the Pacers, they're a mixture of the Pacers and the Celtics. Charles Lee don't get enough credit for what he's done with this team. If you look at them, they're number 2 in the NBA in three-point field goal attempts, and they're number 1 in the league in made threes, right? So there go your Boston Celtics, Joe Mazzulla type system. Whoa. And then all of a sudden you look at the pace that they play with, and the way that LaMelo Ball dominates the ball and make others around him better, you're looking at a similar version of Tyrese Halliburton, right? Like the playmaking mixture with the amount of threes. And if you need an isolation player to go on a low block, you have your Miles Bridges, who you could call your Pascal Siakam. Charles Lee put this together and put a formula together with the personnel, with CONCAFA being added. By the way, who's going to get my vote for Rookie of the Year? I bet you the same people won't call me racist about that. Yeah, I'm call me racist about
that one. Yeah. I do love that whenever you thought about who you're going to vote for, Cooper Flag or CONCAFA, you're like, well,
putting pickle there.
They're going to have to really search here on this particular one. But on that note, I like that you're going with Con because of the threes. Cooper Flagg obviously won absolutely ham, but the team was shite. So you said you like players and teams kind of coming together for your vote because obviously team sport in this entire thing. You talk about Charlotte being built like the Pacers in the East. The Pacers in the East have had a problem with the team. Go ahead, Con, man.
Yeah, and they are kind of built like the Celtics because they shoot a lot of threes, but they don't play a lick of defense, which the Boston Celtics do. Perk, what do you think about the Celtics? It's been kind of a crazy year. Obviously, expectations were low. Then they come in, still end up winning 50-plus games. Tatum comes back, still looks fantastic. I saw you didn't vote for Mazzulla for Coach of the Year, but also, that's another thing that people are just going to get pissed about no matter what, myself included. You son of a bitch! But with that being said, what do you think about the Celtics in this playoffs? And do you think they're the favorites in the East, even though they're the 2 seed, as they go into the Sixers with the fans who are chanting, "We want Boston"?
I have the Celtics coming out of the East. They should be the favorites. I mean, think about it. They have the best duo in the Eastern Conference in Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They have the most championship experience out of everybody in the Eastern Conference. When you look at their core guys and what they done been, when you look at Sam Hauser, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard alongside Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And then they play both ends of the floor. And the most important thing is that Jason Tatum has come back and accepted his role for this year as the Robin to JB as the Batman. Like, they don't need Jason Tatum to go out there and average 25 or 30. And how I know he's bought in is because he's doing the other things that's adding up in the box scores. He's had 10-plus games of having a double-double. He's been a monster on the glass. He's been dropping dimes. There's a few games where you look up, he has 7 or 8 assists. So he's playing his role to the T because the whole speculation was, is JT going to be able to fit or is he going to get in the way? No, they have real structure, and they are the favorites, in my opinion, to come out of the Eastern Conference.
Hey, real structure, that's good coaching.
Great, some would say.
That's good coaching. Without Tatum for a long time.
I see what you did there, Pat.
How come no Joe Mazzulla?
Yeah, but listen, Joe Mazzulla is a hell of a coach. I'm not knocking. Listen, he should be in the conversation. And I'm not knocking anybody that voted for Joe Mazzulla for Coach of the Year. It's so many coaches that are deserving. I just went with Mitch Johnson, right? To have a young San Antonio team buy in, play agenda-free basketball, 60-win season in the tough Western Conference. He got my nod. But it's your preference. You know what I mean? It's just some people like to drink hen. Some people like to drink Ciroc. Some people like to drink tequila. At the end of the day, they all gonna get you drunk. I ain't mad about it.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, I agree completely. That's not a bad comparison, actually. And because you have the vote, it is your descriptor. What would you go with there? Would you go with the hen? Would you go with the vodka? Would you go with tequila? What would your go-to be, Kendrick? Because we know he was your choice down in San Antonio over Mazzulla. What would be your choice at the bar?
Well, if I was at a bar in San Antonio, you damn right I'm drinking nothing but tequila. So I got to say tequila.
Okay, let's say you're where you are there, Vegas.
Yeah, in Vegas?
Yeah.
What'd you say, Pat?
Yeah, Vegas.
Yeah, I'm tequila in Vegas, too.
Oh.
Before I get on the plane and leave tonight, yeah.
Okay, so let's say you're steakhouse somewhere. Are you eating steak? Is that a thing you're doing right now? You look good, by the way. We don't know what diet or what you're doing, but you look good.
So I'm eating all protein, vegetables, and fruit. I'm staying away from the carbs. And yes, I do eat steak. But if I'm at a steakhouse, I'm gonna give me a glass of red wine. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give it a glass of red.
Yeah,
guys, you gotta ask a Diddy when you go to certain places. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I do get something, I'm gonna get something on the rocks with the big cube.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I need the big cube. The big one sitting in the glass.
Yeah, you look like you're somebody.
Mark gets it.
With you order an old fashioned, people think like you're more sophisticated.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
Yeah.
Jack and Diet's so much better, but an old fashioned with some really good bourbon that has a history that I heard in its entirety. Remember that, Foxy?
Oh yeah, it's very good.
We were at a super yup event, yuppiest event of all time, where they had these old fashioned with a little block square in there. I mean, it was delightful. Did one of these.
Oh yeah.
People doing one of these things, Perk.
It just make you feel important. You know what I'm saying? Just make you feel big time. You had that big cube in the middle. Something about it.
Yeah, it does.
Well said.
Especially when it rattles a little bit. Yeah.
Gotta do it right.
Yeah, everybody's got those little fish. I got the fucking big one here. You know what I'm saying? Sonic, it's got the little crumbled ice.
That's right.
That's right.
That's fun. That's fun. That's really good.
Good for whatever.
Got the little shredded ice in the refrigerator.
Perfect.
Got the little cubes of ice.
Nothing wrong
That's
with that.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Look at the block, motherfucker.
Yeah.
This is the time.
Usually it's got like the restaurant's logo on there somewhere or something like that.
Thought ahead, way ahead, because you got to get the rubber square thing.
Exactly.
That you got to fill it up with a lot of
Does
water.
anyone do the shredded ice?
In the refrigerator?
Yeah.
I'm not a shredded ice.
I don't know. I've never met anyone who.
I want
actually
really
uses-
cold water in 10 seconds. That's like the.
That's it.
Give me the cube.
That's like the Mitch Hedberg joke about a guy came up to him and asked him if he wanted a frozen banana. And he said, no, but I want a regular banana in like 5 minutes. So, yes. And that's what I just thought about the shredded stuff. Let's move back to basketball. Perk, I like that you do a little red wine, do a little tequila from the Dahn San Antonio.
All right.
Are you a whiskey? Yeah, I guess you said you used a block if you had to. Let's go to the West Coast, shall we? Obviously, the Western Conference has a lot of storylines. Go ahead, D-Boy.
Yeah, Big Perk, you got the Celtics coming out of the East to get to that West side. Obviously, the OKC Thunder, defending champs. You got Spurs, Wemby. Those expectations are to win the championship now and going forward. And then the Denver Nuggets. You can never count out Joker. Don't think the Lakers or the Rockets have enough. But who you got coming out of the West going into the playoffs?
Ooh. So, look, it's hard because y'all know my attachment to the Oklahoma City Thunder, but I got to keep it real. I'm going with the San Antonio Spurs. I mean, listen, what Wemby has done is not a game plan that a coach could draw up to stop this man offensively. And what we witnessed throughout the course of this season from Wemby is growth. At the start of the season, he was in this Jamal Crawford bag a little bit too much, shooting up a lot of threes, bringing the ball up the floor, make about the highlights more so than about dominate. And as the season went on, he found that balance, and he actually embraced being a big man. And he became the most dominant player in the league, in my opinion, because he was dominating in the paint. He was like, well, why do I got to continue to bring up the rock when I could just run dead into a screen and roll to the basket and just wait on the lob and the finish at the rim? And when you think about what people are saying, well, they lack experience. Well, De'Aaron Fox went toe-to-toe with Steph Curry about 2-3 years ago in the 7-game series when he was in Sacramento. Stephon Castle has been a fucking winner his entire life, even at UConn. He's one of the best two-way players in the game. And I just think how they position themselves, they have a lot. They have the most home. They have a lot of home games on their home floor up into the Western Conference. So they have home court advantage up into the conference finals where they possibly could most likely meet up with the Oklahoma City Thunder. And you heard what Wemby said. We dominated them all season long.
Now,
I
got a quick follow-up for Wemby. Like him playing a little less than 30 minutes a game and then going into the playoffs where you expect these superstars to be on the court, dominate, especially down the stretch and throughout the entirety of the game. Is there any concern for you for him stepping up and kind of having to carry that load on the biggest stage with the high-pressure moments?
Well, I think he won it, to be honest. And you got to give a lot of credit to Mitch Johnson and the San Antonio Spurs for keeping his minutes under 30, and he's still having this type of production in MVP caliber season. And so now you go into the postseason, number one, he's healthy, right? And number two, he's mean as hell. That motherfucker is mean. And so when you think, right, he want all the smoke, man. He do. He really want all the smoke. So when we talk about like being on a big stage, like Wemby has played on big stages. Wemby was just in the Olympics, carrying France on his back, right? Getting put out by Team USA. So he's not afraid of the moment. He done shown us that plenty of time, whether that was Christmas Day game where he walked into Madison Square Garden a year ago and gave him that work, whether it was the All-Star game where he set the tone and made guys compete at a high level and made the American players up their game. He's ready for this moment.
Okay,
he's ready for this.
Can you tell me a little bit more about him being an asshole? So I know he went with the monks there for a while, and I know he plays chess with random people. I know he's out and about. He also hung out with KG, right? Is that real? I assume you would know more about that meeting than I would. Did that shape him? Or is that two like-minded individuals? Like, how did that kind of come together? I think that's a brilliant idea for a young guy to go meet with him, of all people.
And don't y'all just love it, though? Don't y'all love it when up-and-coming young stars and superstars embrace the all-time greats? Like, we saw Wemby with Jamal Crawford. We saw Wemby with KG. And the first thing I said when I saw that he worked out with those guys, I told my sons at home, I said, see, the workout was the first part of it. The second part was the 1.5 to 2 hour conversation once you just sitting on the side after you kicked your shoes off and they vibing and having conversation. That's when you soak up the real knowledge on how to build great. And look, the stuff that's not shown that we don't see across social media, I'm pretty sure he's getting advice from Tim Duncan as well. So he's open to it. He's so refreshing. He's what the game has been missing. The league. Adam Silver loves this. I love this. The way that he set the tone, the way that he embraces. I want to participate in the dunk contest. I'm like, hell yeah, Wemby. I want to win the MVP. I should win the MVP. I'm like, you damn right. That's what we want to hear.
He gave a 3-point presentation on why he should win the MVP, and all roads led back to defense.
Right,
50% of the game, right? Are we talking about that at all? I guess he's the one, on the defensive side that everybody is scared of. Big Perk.
Yeah, he's getting my vote for Defensive Player of the Year, and it's not just the 3 blocks. You hear they have a track record. Like, teams don't even drive the basketball on the San Antonio Spurs. Like, they don't know where he's at. Like, they keep people out.
He's always lurking.
We just haven't seen nothing like this before. Like, we throw the word generational talent around, that generational talent, we throw that out there a lot, but this is the real true definition of one.
Well, I'm pumped that we're a part of it. Hey, Wemby, thank you. Merci beaucoup, dude.
Yeah, amen.
Merci beaucoup.
Strap up. They're clinging down there.
All right, let's talk about some other generational conversations. Go ahead, Ty.
Yeah, Perk, sounds like it won't really matter because they're probably not going to go to the NBA Finals. But you also pissed off a lot of people when you said that if LeBron is able to beat the Rockets in the first round of the playoffs, hey, the GOAT conversation's over.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you said that. Perk, you've been in the middle of so much shit.
And anytime LeBron gets brought up or the GOAT conversation gets brought up, you're going to piss people off. But regardless of that, how do you see that series going between the Lakers and the Rockets?
I think it's going 7 games. I'm leaning more towards the Houston Rockets. But make no mistake about it, LeBron James is coming into this, and he's about that action. He wants that smoke. Like, he's ready to lead this team even without Luke and Austin Reeves and try to pull an upset. But I'm just like, let's keep it real, y'all. At 41 years old, 23rd year in the NBA, we're talking about a guy that's going against a team that's loaded with talent. Kevin Durant, top 20, top 15 greatest player of all time. You have those young and upcoming stars over there in Şengün and Amin Thompson. And if LeBron could carry this Laker team and beat them in this 7 games, yeah, it matters to me. It matters to me. And I don't want to hear a damn thing about the GOAT conversation. Because no other player was doing this, carrying the team or playing at this level at the age of 41.
All right, Perk, will you join us for the rest of the playoffs or no?
Hey, man, my phone always on. That's the crazy part. Don't put it on me. Every time, when y'all dial me, when y'all tell me to come on, I'm available. You know what I mean? Y'all the ones that kick me to the curb.
Y'all let me know. That is not the case. We are thankful you're back. We'll talk to you soon, man. Enjoy Vegas out there.
I appreciate it.
Hey, congrats to the boy, too, right? We're hooping class of, 2030?
Yeah, 2030, but, I'm trying to keep him humble. You know what I'm saying, Pat? You got work to do. You ain't did nothing yet. You got work to do.
Yeah, I like that.
Uh-huh.
And on that note, Kingston, you're doing great, bro. Good luck out there. That's Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah, Perk.
I'll gas him up a little bit, I guess.
Have to.
That's good that I could do that. Kids with my daughter, boy on the way later in life, I'm going to have to be the one,
Yeah.
Hey, come on, this ain't nothing. And then somebody else will be like,
we'll have to be like, hey you're fucking killing
You're doing it right now. Yeah. You are doing it. That is the difference, I think, between professional athlete parents. Mm-hmm. Because long road, okay? This is going to be a long road. So those little beginning achievements, I'm fascinated because I'm watching Mackenzie like kick a ball for the first time. And I'm like so pumped up for her. I'm like, yes. And I'm like, well, if I'm over celebrating just her kicking the ball, is that going to stunt her from wanting to do other stuff? So every time I just get jacked up for her, and I'm like, I do wonder how I'm going to handle it. Because I've seen the parenting before where if she gets into basketball and she's scoring 0 points until you can score a point.
Got to earn it.
Exactly. Well, I'd be
And
able to
it'll feel 1,000 times better when you actually do as that kid,
Well, I'd be able to do that too. I do wonder. I think I'm going to have to. I think for the good of society, I think I'm going to have to.
Mackenzie, maybe the son. Yeah, I think you'll be able to do it for.
Yeah, little boy's going to have a little problem.
Yeah, exactly.
I think little boy's going to have a little problem. Yeah, I can't wait for that. That's fun stuff, man. Watching Swagoo's kid.
Yeah.
Go through this entire thing.
Like the Boozers. Like it's cool watching Cam Boozer, witness that.
8th grade, 9th grade.
Rondo.
Rondo's boy.
Oh, Rondo, yeah.
We're watching him at like 13 or whatever the case is. It's been fun to watch. Now I feel old.
I mean, the Mannings. Even watching them.
Arch coming through.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah, Peyton's boy, Marshall.
He's the prince that was promised.
He was 8 years old last time I saw him, and now he's, I mean.
I don't want to give away too much. I don't want to give away too much info and act like I know. He's addicted to ball.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
He
Gunner Rivers.
He is in on exactly Phil's boy. Yeah, it feels like we're in a good spot.
Yeah.
We're back on the other side.
Here we go. Now it's time to celebrate. Is it? What a moment. Can you imagine? McAfee for his boys, for the brand. Now the celebration is on. Brad McAfee and Stone Cold Steve Austin. McAfee's wanted to drink beer with Stone Cold forever. What a magical moment. A dream scenario. Brad McAfee wins his match at Wrestlemania and shares a field with the Texas. Oh no! Stunner! 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 Austin stuns McAfee! I hate to say it. But DTA, Pat, don't trust anybody. Especially the dirtiest son of a bitch to ever play the game. Austin 316 says, I just stunned Pat McAfee. This Pat can enjoy his victory when he wakes up. The celebration belongs now to the Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh my, what a couple of nights. Oh, there he is. Yeah, hey, Pat. Celebrate. Give him about 10 minutes. I'm surprised you're even here tonight after last night. I didn't expect Austin to be here tonight. Okay, Pat. Let's get up to better, Pat. Now, punches. I respect the game. Stone Cold Steve Austin with another Wrestlemania moment. In a city where it all started for Stone Cold Steve Austin 30+ years ago, the Texas Rattlesnake with a Texas-sized celebration in Dallas.
The following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey,
Why?
let's go.
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for it.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers.
You pink.
Damn it! Be a friend, tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to our humble abode, the Thunderdome. On this WrestleMania Eve, Feel Good Friday, April 17, 2026, hour 2 of the program begins now.
Sports
Are the absolute best. We're so incredibly lucky that we get a chance to chat about them every single day. Thank you for allowing us to do this. The fact that you watch, we don't understand, but we do appreciate. This weekend, WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big one.
Mm-hmm. Huge.
This is a once-in-a-century, maybe once-in-a-multi-century event where a man will be attempting to save an entire industry, an industry that is needed for society. For my baby girl, boy on the way, for the gentleman here's children, and for future children, the business needs to be around because it's good for society. The business, with the direction in which it's headed, can't happen.
No.
The man that I am standing behind on this graphic is the man who is going to save the business and become 15-time world champion on Saturday night. And when that guy, just look at the graphic. Just look at the graphic, okay? Obviously, I do look cool up there.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Okay, I do look pretty cool up there. I appreciate the fact that, the sunglasses are on because, trying not to distract, I'm laser focused right now.
Mm-hmm.
And also, do these wrestling marks deserve to see the color of my eyes? No.
Never.
Plus,
No,
Randy puts off such a bright light that it would burn your eyeballs.
Boom! The star is shining so bright whenever you're around Randy Orton. That's what it's supposed to look like over there. 6'5", 275. Okay? Has he ever left WWE? No.
Didn't even think about it.
Is he a part of a wrestling royal family? Yes. Did they ever talk about his family, even though he's third generation and he's currently a 14-time world champion, only behind Cena, 17, Flair, 16.
What?
Now you've got Randy Orton, third generation superstar, professional wrestler,
Why?
going for 15. Is that the greatest of all time when he looks like that? Yeah. And when he's at the top, everybody will look and be like, oh, that's what we...
That's what we've
Makes
been missing.
sense.
That is what it's supposed to look like. Cody broke into our shit. I don't know, Cody, if you've seen, by the way. Cody, I don't know if you've seen. We've replaced, after your little vandalism, damaging a property felony, level 6 stunt, alongside dumbass Dahn in here who just let you walk in and destroy everything we had. We got one here. We got one out there. We got one over there. We took care of it. Don't you worry. Hey, you're a little child. Okay, you are a little child. You walk in here, throw your little temper tantrum.
Bigger and better. Just
Bigger.
like Randy.
Oh,
And the business.
Well said.
After Randy wins on Saturday, Roman Punk on Sunday, also Brock Oba on ESPN on Sunday. Gonna want to watch that one.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a spectacular weekend of saving the business and enjoying the hell out of what professional wrestling can be. And it starts tonight at SmackDown.
That's right.
I cannot wait for that. This hour, we have a huge surprise happening that does involve WrestleMania.
Sure.
Oh.
That's the only tease we're given. It's going to be awesome. The Talks of Tables here at Boss Connor and at Ty Schmidt. One half of the Hammer, Cowboys AP Tony's here. 9-year NFL vet, super brain, on the road to WrestleMania. Darius J. Butler is here.
Yeah, D-Botch.
D-Butch, it's a special time to be alive right
Yes,
now,
it
feels
is.
like. Doesn't it?
absolutely.
Because the NBA playoffs, play-in games, tonight 2 teams will decide their fate on whether or not they get into the dance or not. Will the Charlotte Hornets be able to beat Paolo Banchero, who has been in the absolute fire on the internet down there in Orlando Magic fanhood? And then Steph Curry, Draymond Green playing meaningful basketball tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, right after SmackDown. And then you got the Phoenix Suns, Devin Booker, and prime time on Prime, the play-in championship tonight. I'm actually excited for what the NBA is doing.
Actually.
I'm actually very excited about what the NHL is doing. The field has been set for the NHL playoffs. If you watch the NHL, you know what the playoffs are. If you don't watch the NHL, you can never understand what the NHL playoffs are until you watch it. We would recommend this year is a good time to get in there. You got goats across the barn. You got some things happening that are a little bit different than years past. Feels very fresh coming off the Olympics. Both the women and men kind of captivated the world with hockey, especially when we beat Canada's ass in both of the gold medal games. But the sport itself in the playoffs, beautiful. What you saw in the morning when you're watching the U.S. men's team beat Canada, just a couple days after the women beat Canada. What you saw then, high flying, high physicality, the talent outrageous, goalie standing on their head. That's what you're about to witness for the next couple months here. Cannot wait to start that this weekend as well. And it's not just, obviously, NBA and NHL playoffs. Baseball is absolutely crushing it.
Yep.
Crushing.
Joining us now live from an attic in Ohio is a man who's a college football national champion, Super Bowl champion, Ryder Cup winner, AJ Hawk. Hawker, beautiful time to be a sports fan, brother.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful time. What a tease right there that you said there will be a surprise sometime this hour. I'm on pins and needles, as they say.
So what does that mean? Like you're just kind of up and like you're...
I guess anxious. I'm anxious. I'm awaiting. I'm like Christmas morning. Like I want to go downstairs and open my presents.
So is it like there's pins and needles on a seat? You've been forced to sit in there, so you're kind of like up off of it.
Yeah. On the floor,
yeah.
On your tippy
that's
toes.
what it means, I guess.
Yeah.
You're kind of
Don't want to crush
Can't
them.
be on it because it would hurt.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're kind of up a little bit on the tip of the pins and needles. Up
Exactly.
there. So you're kind of like, this is kind of eager.
Yeah.
And where do you find yourself then when you do that? The edge of your seat.
That's right.
Boom.
Okay, so that's the edge of your seat. So that's what you're saying you're feeling right now?
Exactly. Yes. You way to demonstrate exactly how I feel.
Well, I just wanted to know how you felt because, we're kind of a part of this whole thing. So I would like to know how people are feeling.
Of course.
In the moment, because I'll tell you, what's about to happen, I don't think it's ever happened before. I don't think it's ever happened before. And I am pretty excited. Speaking of being pretty excited, an American sport icon is back. Did he disappear from society? Not necessarily. Did he move to an abandoned world where we didn't hear from? Not really. But over the last couple of years, he's been in the conversation? No. Is he now? Yeah. Is he raking? Yeah. Is he doing the baseball in the biggest way he's done in his career at this stage? Wait, do we have a chapter that's about to begin and maybe the best big fly bonanzas from the big Jersey boy named Mike Trout? How you doing, brother?
Doing good. How you guys doing?
Dude, not as good as you. Thank you for joining us. You got to feel great right now. I know we've been in contact over the last couple of years, obviously, as injuries and other things have kind of taken place. The beginning of this season, has it felt special for you? Is there a reason you think that you're back to doing exactly what you've done for a long time in our world? Like, how do you kind of view this season versus maybe a couple years?
Definitely, health-wise is a big thing. Anytime you bang up your lower half, your knees, it's tough to get back to peak. But coming into spring this year, I try to just tell myself, the first, 15 years has gone by so quick, and I'm trying to enjoy it, try to slow everything down now, and it kind of put it in perspective. Like, hey, just go out there and, do your thing, have fun. Don't worry about any of this. Just take care of your body, come in and play your game. And it all started when Zook called me in the offseason and was like, look, I got the job. I'm the manager. Where do you want to play? And he was like, I was like, I want to go back to center. And he was like, well, you're the center fielder. And I think that from that day on, it was like, all right, well, I'm going to do my best, work my hardest to get back into, that Mike Trout form. And it's been so fun, the first, 3-4 weeks of the season. Just the guys, obviously, what I was doing the last, couple of days in New York was unbelievable. And it was fun just to go back and forth with Judgy and just both teams, we lost a couple close ones, which we should have won. But it was fun baseball, and it was good for the game.
I don't know how many combined, 8 or 9 combined? 9 combined home runs between you and Judge. 5 home runs in a 4-game series for you. Felt like the ball was maybe a little bit bigger in this particular game, but not just this series, also the entire season. And we obviously have followed the Amortal trailer thing because of Matthew Stafford. Stafford had a back issue, which is obviously for an older athlete, especially a quarterback one where there's a lot of torque, a terrible injury. I mean, that could be a very bad thing. You don't know when it's going to leave. You don't know when it's going to pop up. You don't know how long it's going to stay. And there were some deadlines that were missed in training camp. Then all of a sudden, this trailer shows up at Los Angeles Rams training camp, this little streamline type thing. And they're like, this is Amortal. Matt Stafford wins the MVP. Okay, so there was, and I don't think he missed a single throw. I have heard that you potentially in this as well. Do you think this is a massive piece of why your body feels the way? And after you're told that you're going to be center fielder, or you're going to play center field, you got to get back into shape and everything like that, into the best shape of your life. Is there anything else we need to know that can maybe make me a healthier person? I'm not doing it. AJ used to drink his urine.
Yep.
Okay, AJ used to drink his urine.
Yeah.
There's people that bathe in it, I think. I've heard you baseball people do the
on their
callus
hands.
urine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing this amoral. Can you tell me a little bit about getting into the best shape after having injuries or being, in an unlucky string of injuries with amoral and anything else, Trout?
Yeah, no, I think, my playing weight was around like 238, 240 when I first came up. Well, not when I first came up, but like, the last few years. And I told myself, if, take some stress off my legs, I'm just going to lose a little weight. And, I got down to like 230, and it kind of felt too light. So I'm fluctuating between like 233, 235, and it's been good. The immortal is, people ask me all the time, what is it? And, is it helping you? I do it every day when we're at home. We got one at the stadium, and it's something, it's hard to explain unless you're actually in it. There's, 10 different settings of like recovery, energize, release, bunch of modalities, red light, magna wave, pulsing. It's incredible. And it's a good, I do it for about 30 minutes a day, where it's like a good reset. You're not thinking about anything. You're off your phone. It's like a reset, and it's good for your body. And some days I do it every day before the game. And then if I have a long one, I need a little recovery after post game. I'll get a little recovery post game. But it's definitely been helping me. And it's just taking care of my body. I think when you come up early, as a young player, you're like, you play a game and you're like, oh, my body feels great. But, once you hit 30, I mean, you guys know, it's like 30, and it's like you wake up and like, man, why is this muscle sore today? So just coming in, getting with the training staff, the strength guys, and just keeping on the same, staying on a strict program every single day and sticking to it. No days off. So it's been a great, few weeks to start, and I feel great.
15 years in is crazy that you're still going, and obviously you're feeling the way that you're feeling. What did they do back in the day? Who was that guy who played till he's 49 in the NFL?
George Blanda.
He had to. What? That's just
Smoked
whiskey?
a lot of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Are they just drunk the whole time? Honestly,
good chick.
How did their
Keeps you loose.
I don't know. I genuinely
Hammered.
Legit. What did they do back in the? I have no idea how they survived it, and with so much. I guess just nicotine just rolling through. I don't know what it used to be, but
it's crazy because it's like the schedule. Like right now, we're on 13. We're 13 straight, and we played 3 in Cincy, played 4 in New York. We got in last night, LAX around midnight, and now we play the Padres tonight. It's wild. It's like people. I mean, the MLB schedule is just crazy. Flying from East Coast to West Coast and playing the next day. It's
New York to LA. That's a short flight too.
Quick.
Real short. Especially being on East Coast time for a week and a half. So it's hang with them.
Hey, deal with it. Okay, they did it back in the day. That's the NBA conversations happening as well. I don't know how they used to do it. Last question for me for the Immortal here. Okay, because it sounds like it's like a dispensary as well. You want to feel refreshed? You want to reset? Do you want to be happy? Do you want to laugh? Do you want to be hungry? Do you want to be smart? I like that all that's happening. You're going in there for 30 minutes at a time and everything like it's. Is everybody getting in there now? Is this just like becoming common thing?
So we have a QR code with a scheduling, and you go in there, scan it, and you can pick your times. Yeah, but it's been filled up. Everybody's been using it, and it's pretty popular in the Angels clubhouse right now.
Yeah, it makes you see a baseball as a beach ball, so I think you keep your ass in there. Go ahead, AJ.
Yeah, Mike, I'm just curious, does the game get easier the longer you go? Like, we come from the football world, and they always say, like, the game slows down as you get older. Does that happen in baseball where you've seen a lot of the pitchers, you've had thousands and thousands of reps? I don't know. Does it get easier as you get older? I mean, when you're physically okay to do it?
That's an interesting question, because when I first came up, guys were, you would see average fastball around like, 89, 91. And then seems like everybody I'm facing right now is throwing 100 with 94-mile-an-hour sliders and 90-mile-an-hour changeups and splitties and just, limbs flying everywhere at you. I think the game and the players are getting so much more advanced. It definitely gets harder. You got more technology, you got more people, and you got more eyes and ears on guys, especially at a younger age, to get to a way more advanced to what it was, a few years ago when I came up. So it's definitely a challenge each and every day. But as a hitting standpoint, guys are just, like for instance, we're playing the Padres tonight, and you got Mason Miller throwing 104 as a closer. So it's
hey, where's he from?
What's that?
Where's Mason Miller from, Trout?
No idea.
Pittsburgh, you know that. You know that. His numbers right now are crazy.
Yeah.
Sure.
23 or 28.
Okay, so tell me about him. So tell me about him a little bit. Let's go into the mind, obviously, here. And when do you play them? You play them now?
Yeah, we're in a 3-game series. So I don't want to give you my whole scouting report on this guy, but I don't think you can't be sitting off speed. I'll tell you that, because if he throws if he throws that fastball, you're not going to even see it. So
okay, so let's talk about the fastball. We won't just talk about directly Mason, even though he throws a heat. 104.
Yeah.
He's up there on a very regular basis. Let's just talk about. You talked about how more guys are throwing 100 now. So back in the day, in my position, returners, there was like one returner around the league, maybe two returners. There was like, they got a good returner, they got a good returner. Devin Hester, obviously most notable. He took advantage of it. They took advantage of how athletic he was, how incredible he was. Then once people started seeing it as a weapon, more people started getting it. Okay, more people started having a great returner. Every team started having like a great returner. Like, hey, they got a 4-2 guy back there who could potentially break this entire game wide open. I feel like it's the evolution of the game. Then you talk about how far people are able to throw a football and everything like that. How fast guys are able to run now. 40s are crazy. In your sport, how many people used to throw 100 in a season that you would see? And then like now, does everybody throw 100? Because it feels like everybody throws 100. And if everybody throws 100, does anybody throw 100?
Yeah, I think that the thing with pitching has changed over the years, where like when I first came up, it was guys actually like pitching. Don't get me wrong, there's guys still doing that today, but the younger guys coming up, it's more like just they're going off stuff, seeing how hard they can throw it, and seeing how much break they can get on their all speed, their slider. And I think that's why, I'm not a doctor, but I think that's why you're seeing a bunch of injuries too. Guys are just going out there full speed, full blow, blowing it out every single night. When I first came up, for instance, like facing Justin Verlander, like he'll pitch, and he still does it today. He'll pitch at 93, 94, and try to paint up. And then if he needs to rear back with 97, 98, he will, opposed to just sitting 97, 98 for the whole game. Max Fried yesterday, first inning, 93, 94. I got to my third at bat. First pitch was 98. And I'm like, just out of nowhere. So it's like, that's why, I think that's why the numbers are, you see these, top guys, they can just tone it back and they're not just full on go every time. But the amount of 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, it's like, it's ridiculous from when I first came up.
Okay, yeah, it feels that way when I watch. I see triple digits on the screen a lot more than I used to see it. And obviously that's a big part of the game now, is watching the scorebook, okay? Is that thing, first of all, I'm looking right at the box.
Yeah.
Okay, is this umpire an asshole or not? Okay, that's what I'm asking first, which on that note, Connor has a question for you.
Yeah, Trout, it feels like the MLB in general, or MLB, if you will, is in a great spot with the ABS and the pitch clock. As someone who's, kind of starting to watch every single game, it's much more entertaining, especially when those challenges come through the wire. How do you feel kind of about the state of the game? You've been in it since 2011, so this is kind of another iteration of MLB for you. Do you feel like it's in a great spot and it's going in the right direction? And where do you think it goes from here? Do you think the umps have a chance to even last behind the plate? What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a good balance right now with the ABS. I love the ABS. It's very interesting, like strategy wise. You got to be smart with it, because I've seen a few games this year where we're at challenges where we get late inning games where there's been pitches where we should have challenged, but we couldn't. But I'm all for big moments. I hate bringing it up, but you saw in the WBC with Corey back there. Corey's an unbelievable umpire, but that was one of the ones where like that changes the game. If you have ABS, it's a ball. So you don't know what happens after that thing. But I'm just saying, like all the big moments where, late in the game, that can impact the outcome of the game. It's good for baseball to be able to challenge and get the call right.
Yeah, I think we're saying the same thing in football as well. I also think it has to be such a good time for these catchers to finally, first time in their lives, right? I assume a lot of these catchers, even in like Little League, they probably thought something was a strike when a ball was called. Junior high, I don't know what you guys do, get drafted, do the high school stuff, college, if anybody, minors. I assume their entire life catching. There has been a lot of...
Oh, no doubt.
Can't say anything, though. Can't show them up.
Can't do that.
Right.
And then now, for the first time in their life, they're allowed to just take that hand and just go to one of these.
Liberating.
And it's a full-on, just like I've been saying for 20 fucking...
You're wrong.
That is incredible. It has been incredible theater in my eyes. But also, the fulfillment for the catchers, just like we've been saying this the whole time. They have to feel electrifying. All right, last question for you here, Trout. We appreciate the hell out of you. Go ahead, Ty.
Yeah, Mike, for the longest time, big time, diehard baseball fans, they just want to see you in the playoffs. And it's been so long. I mean, you were the undisputed best player in the majors for like a 7-8 year span, and we didn't get to see you when it mattered most. But early this year, you guys have looked unbelievable. Joe Adele looks great at the plate and in the outfield. Solaire's doing what he's doing. You guys got a bunch of young talent. What do you think of the team this year, and do you think you guys are kind of in position to make a nice little run when not a lot of people are necessarily expecting that?
Yeah, I mean, just the last 4 games, to be able to, get knocked down, lose a tough one, and then come back and win some ball games. It's been fun. The at bats, it's just the thing with us. It's team at bats. Everybody's pulling from the same rope. We come to the ballpark. We're wanting to come to the ballpark. We're wanting to come and just be with each other. And we got a great group. We got great veterans. We got great young guys, and everybody's buying in. And it's been a great team vibe, as in no one's trying to do everything for themselves. We're pulling from the same rope, and it's the last 4 games was fun for me, just to be obviously hitting wise, but just to be able to watch just team at bats. We're having 10, 11, 12 pitch at bats, just drain the pitchers out. And I've got a lot of texts, and I talked to a lot of guys that we played this year from opposing teams, like, hey man, you guys are good, and your lineup's deep, and it's not just one guy. It's 1 through 9, and our pitching's been unbelievable as well, with Soriano at the top.
Grazie, I think.
Yeah, I believe he's Dominican.
Oh,
yeah. And
Muchos gracias.
Yeah. And Italian.
Hey, that's 100% on me. I didn't know which World Baseball
Soriano.
Classic team. I didn't know which one we were pulling for. We're pulling for them all. We love the World Baseball Classic. Know that you love golf, so tweaking obviously a part of everything. Go ahead, D.
Yeah, we're deep into baseball now. So in the algo, a lot of these baseball things pop up, and we've been playing wiffle ball in here too. So I'm trying to get my swing right. My coach here tells me, hey, squash the bug. But I'm watching you, and I see you kind of step your back foot back. You kind of drag it forward. Has that kind of always been your swing, or is that a recent tweak of yours?
Yeah, I always do it in the cage as a drill, and I started it last year with Jay Wash, our hitting coach last year. Just try to modify the drill during the game, and I went on a tear at the end of last year, and I did it at the end of the season, and I took it in the off season, and coming into spring, I felt like I was in a good spot where I was doing the move I wanted to. I was getting the feeling I wanted to get without doing the step back, and then I went through a little skid where I kept, not be able to get back in my backside to be able to go forward, and so I went back to it, and ever since I went back to it, it's been unbelievable.
It's working.
It's been fun, no doubt.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good little swing for you. I think you found it, brother. How's your golf swing? You tweaking that at all?
Golf swing's good. Playing every road off day. I don't play at home because I got 2 boys and my wife to hang out with. So it's been great.
Okay, and do you do the Kawa shallow?
Yeah.
What is your technique? What is your golf swing?
My golf swing, try to hit it in the hole. Less than 4 shots.
Hey, he's a real player.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a real player. Real player out there, they say. And I can't wait to get on the course with you someday. You're the man. Keep it going and stay healthy.
Nah, I appreciate it. Gotta get you down to Trout National, man.
I didn't know if we're allowed to say the name. He has a golf course called Trout National.
What?
It's beautiful. I've seen the pictures.
Actually, open Wednesday, first time. Yeah, open
There you
for
go.
grand opening Wednesday.
You've been working your ass off for that thing for a long time. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm getting all these texts. All my boys are down there, FaceTiming me while I'm out here. So I'm glad they're enjoying it.
Yeah, no doubt. You're the man. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Trout.
Yeah, Trout.
Okay, so Trout National he bought like a golf course in his home area in Jersey.
Yeah, that's sweet.
And he built like Augusta National.
Like a legit course,
Him and Tiger, right? I think Tiger designed or him and Tiger designed it together. I think.
Trout National is going to be the name of it. Like he's trying to make it the best course possible is basically what he did.
Beast.
And when I got intro to him, they were like, hey, listen, he might be building a golf course. If you like golf, you should definitely ask him about that. And I was like, hey, what's up with the course? He's like, we'd love to have you out there, man. I'm like, sweet, I'll bring like the boys. He goes, let's make sure we'll definitely have you out there.
If they can play, yeah.
No, they love you. The Trouts are in the group around them, big fans of the program. We're very thankful. Happy he's healthy and happy it appears.
It feels like Trout was one of the first guys that you saw one of those videos of like, hey, this is Top Golf. Watch this ball go 2 miles. And I don't know if Trout was the first one to do it, but in my memory at least, it felt like Mike Trout was that guy.
We have some huge breaking news out of the NFL. Will Anderson, defensive end, outside linebacker, monster for the Houston Texans, a part of the Houston Sack Station. And Houston, you don't have a problem with locking down a guy you invested a high draft pick in. Okay, traded up to go make the thing happen, and now he's getting $150 million.
Wow.
$134 million guaranteed. Congrats to him. That's over 14 divided by 3 is what? 44.5 million, 44.3 million. 44.3 million a year guaranteed. 50 million possibly in incentives a year for the next 3 years. Caserio obviously made big play, loved him coming out of Bama. Now he signs him to a massive deal that resets the entire defensive end quarterback sacking market. Congratulations to Will Anderson. I was hoping he'd be out of the AFC South. I love what they just did.
Nope, he'll be there for a long, long time. One of the pillars for their organization on the defensive side of the ball, and you mentioned the Houston Sack Station or Sack Exchange, whatever it's called.
Yep.
And Daniil Hunter locked him up for, another year? We got a fully guaranteed deal.
40.
So you got 2 happy pass rushers, so that's bad news for the rest of the AFC South.
It certainly is. Good thing we got Daniel Jones back.
That's right.
He can move.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to clue you in on something here. Okay, so there is a thing called WWE World out in Las Vegas. It is a place where every person that heads to Mania goes and congregates basically all day. There's different setups. There's different experiences. Our show has broadcasted live from there in years past. This year, yeah, right. Not getting in a convention center with these things.
Yeah.
That kind of habitat, this place.
Yeah, no way.
This is all the people on the internet that hate my guts going into one place with the same mindset. Wanted to be a part of it, wanted to do something that never happened before, so we put up a sign that said, huge surprise right here. Foxy, go ahead and show it, please. Huge surprise right here. This thing has been up since yesterday, okay? It had been on a clock that said, huge surprise, 10:30 a.m. local, okay? Now we obviously have a countdown for the next 2 minutes until the huge surprise is going to debut. We know what the huge surprise is, okay? The huge surprise is going to be, you guessed it, me popping on that screen.
Oh.
Now, we didn't know what the audience was going to be like because there's other events taking place on the other side. It is filled in pretty nice. These people think, okay, Stone Cold Steve Austin, maybe.
What?
They think maybe, hell, Rob Van Dam might come out.
Ooh.
Anybody could possibly show up at this thing. The final boss, The Rock. Holy hell, this could be, maybe this is Nick Khan and Ari Emanuel giving away tickets from TKO. Maybe Triple H is announcing something brand new. They have no idea what this is going to be. Huge surprise certainly indicates positive response in this entire thing. And I don't know if they're showing us right now. That's not great news if our TV is on somewhere in there.
Probably on their phone.
Oh, they're
watching.
yards.
Maybe there's a chance. But,
Tough service. They might just be waving at some other mark.
So we're about a minute off. Take it off TV, Foxy. Let's not do that. We're about a minute out from going ahead and dropping into these people's world and letting them know. Surprise. The old daddy is coming to Vegas. We're 40 seconds away from this thing dropping in. D, but how do you think this goes with these marks who, once again, think this could be something awesome, should be something awesome? It's WWE World. We're in Las Vegas celebrating one of the most monumental WrestleManias in absolute history. And now what's going to pop up? The person that all these people hate. I mean, I've been at quite a war with these people. I'm the hero in the end. I think they'll look back and thank me for it, but they do not like me in the moment. They got their phones out now. I mean, this is going to be a moment, but
here we go.
Huge surprise. Okay, in the back, let's go ahead and link up with them on what the clock is on their side, because there is a little bit of a delay. I'll be looking right here at this camera here. And let's turn it over in 3, 2, and... Surprise, nerds! The surprise that you thought was maybe going to be your favorite wrestler of all time. Maybe somebody from AEW was going to sign with WWE at WrestleMania, and you marks were going to get zipper burn all over yourself. Instead, well, Pat McAfee's smarter than all of you dumb marks yet again. Just know that I am on my way to the city that you creatures are certainly taking over. I can smell all of your low-life, disgusting bodies all the way here in Indiana. And when I get to that town, and I'm talking to you, little kid on your dad's shoulders too, when I get to that town, you should all be thanking me and Randy Orton as soon as I touch the turf in the desert. Do you have it clear? Well, I got another surprise for you. What me and Randy are about to do to your entire WrestleMania weekend is something that you can't prepare for, you can't control, and you fat slob sitting right up close on the gate, you're going to be crying your ass off as you leave WrestleMania knowing that what you all let happen is over. And Randy Orton is about to run this industry back to what it's supposed to be out of your dumbass hands. Have a great WrestleMania weekend. My show will be broadcasting live on this LED board for the next 30 minutes. Get some greatness in your life before the biggest weekend you nerds will ever experience. See you at SmackDown tonight, marks. Okay, let's take that off on the feed.
Well done.
Yeah,
that's good.
Okay, so back to what we're talking about here. They'll be able to take pictures, obviously, with us. Maybe let's do a full wide shot so they can take a photo with us that they're there. Probably go cut over to them, or are they able to? Yeah, okay. Yeah. A little bit of that. Hey, there's kids there.
Come on.
There's kids there.
Come on.
There's kids there. You see this? You see this? Batman! All right, back to our regularly scheduled program. Let's not worry about the nerds in Vegas.
No.
Please turn that down out there, actually, so they can't hear us. They don't deserve to hear my words. They've already heard enough.
Oh, man.
That's awesome.
I told you it was going to be
Bravo.
awesome.
Bravo. Incredible.
Bravo. Well done.
One of the best things that we've done. You have ever done.
Congratulations to the back going off the tech. Shout out. We had to send, because obviously WWE people are like, yeah, you could just do that.
Yeah.
You know, so we actually had to send.
That was great.
We had to send. I'm not going to say the name because he is big in the wrestling community. He works with us on a regular basis. We had to send him and his team in there to and it all worked to perfection.
Went rogue.
Oh my God, the crowd! You see a little kid, they were so excited.
Yeah.
You see, they were so excited.
Little kids, man.
Oh, maybe there's a new main event. Maybe it's just shut up. There is a main event. It's on Saturday night. It's Randy Orton. That was awesome. I'm telling you, I'm walking in enemy territory over there. I've heard the boos have been pretty loud.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
I've heard the boos. Andrew Schultz, they were marketing Street Fighter. Mm-hmm. Cody Rhodes was over there in character, which he does.
Yeah.
Which, once again, we do appreciate that. And Andrew Schultz, I guess, said my name. There was a rude response. Mm-hmm. And I don't think I fully understand because I'm right here, right? I mean,
Yeah,
without a doubt.
No, you don't start doubting that. You are.
No, I'm not doubting me at all.
Okay, good.
Why do they all feel the same? Shouldn't they? I'm saving the business that they love alongside the greatest of all time and Randy Orton. What's that whole thing about, you think?
You know what? These people, they don't know. You got to kind of just shove what they need down their throat, and it's unfortunate that that's the way it needs to be, but that is the way it needs to be, so you should feel very convicted in what you're doing.
Like when your dog doesn't take their medicine, you just got to shove it down their throat, and they gag until they realize it's good for them. That's what...
Well, and also, just like I agree with that, like you kind of have to force them to... They won't even understand until like maybe a couple months down the road when they're like, "Oh my God, this is so much."
Well,
better.
they still won't understand because they're so stupid, but they'll be happier.
Okay, I like that. I mean, just like the bone.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. He's
I
a
like
perfect
that. We
example.
can kind of get along with that. But once they see it, I think in a couple months they can't help themselves but go like, "You know what, guy?
Oh no, he was right."
Maybe. I mean, you're assuming.
Was that guy right?
You assuming they got brains.
That's not. Yeah, exactly.
Well, and that's why they're so upset. Is because you're saving the business that they love. And although it's terrible, like Cody Rhodes said, we're a bunch of yes men, but we told you, hey, don't do this. This business sucks. Mm-hmm. Why would you go and try and do something for them? They don't need the rub, But then, again, that's the business that these marks have kind of created, supported, and loved. They don't want actual WWE superstars the way, we do with Randy Orton. The whole reason you're with Randy Orton because he is a true superstar. They want kind of the little shorter bitches that they can relate to a little more. I mean, that's just the reality.
They see themselves in that.
Exactly.
And we're trying to let them, they need to dream bigger.
Yeah, like, hey,
you need to dream bigger.
That's right.
You're a mark. You're not supposed to be able to see yourself in the cream of the crop. Those are supposed to be larger than life, a la Randy Orton, a la Roman Reigns, which is why you have to save the business to make it more like that, not what it's become.
Yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin, superhero.
Bingo.
For the white trash we hate authority group.
Bingo.
The Rock, superhero for, man, this is what a human could be.
Yes.
With the microphone and in the ring and the way ridiculously handsome.
And
no doubt about it.
At that point, we did smell what the Usos cooking.
Yeah.
I don't love what happened over there between Cam and Jay. I
No.
think we're all kind of on the same page. And I do appreciate Mace immediately. Like, I was in there, though.
Yeah.
I would watch the tape. Him coming back with the ice pack on the hat. Certainly like that he was taking care of himself. And that's a way to battle through.
Smart.
Jay Uso kind of lost his cool there.
Yeah, he did.
Didn't he?
It's Mania season, though.
Yeah, he's on edge.
What do you expect? Yeah.
Allegedly, all the marks are still listening to us. Can we go back into this stupid convention? Hey, shut up, bums. Keep it down. We're trying to do a show over here. I hate that guy. Hey, those little fingers of yours, pal. Hey, who's the little elf out there? Who's got the little tiny little baby thumbs that bend backwards and look like they're supposed to be a part of Shrek's Never Ever Land down there? All right, enough of them, please. Too much. Too much of them. You see those little nubby little fingers?
I mean, disgusting.
Some of them had to be told which one was their middle finger, which I heard.
Yeah.
Hey, what's he doing to us there? I hate that guy. Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, from an attic in Ohio, AJ Hawk. AJ Hawk. What's their problem over there? That wasn't a very welcoming response from WWE World.
Yeah, especially my favorite part is when you, sorry, I don't know if I'm chopping or not, it's choppy on this side, when you were pointing out individual people. You fat slob in the front, you kid on your shoulders. Like, when you start singling them out, that's what I think really got them going.
The guy last week, towards the end, as me and Randy were walking out with the title,
So
Shout
is
out to Randy
is
doing
that your voice?
Yeah, he said, I hate you, Pat.
Yeah.
I was actually startled, almost. And I was trying to figure out which one it was because there's a lot of people yelling.
Yeah.
So, and I obviously had no idea that the camera was going to be shooting me because of what we just did to Cody.
Right.
I thought they'd be showing the champion. Instead, they're showing me and Randy walk out, which is maybe, once again, saving business.
Yeah, they might get it.
As we're kind of getting to this. We should probably reconnect with you, AJ. But, yeah, I didn't know if that was on. That was a genuine, that was a real moment.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Is that your ad? Wow, that would suck.
Yeah.
That was what I was thinking, but then I got to remember, hey, no empathy for this.
No. Nope.
No empathy for these things.
No, absolutely not.
Got the wrestling fans certainly up in arms. Can't wait for it all to be settled this weekend. And when it is settled, all you marks just fall right in line, okay? Fall right in line, right behind Randy Orton. Business is going to be in a good place.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that. I'm pretty excited about it all. Now, Fridays have become an annual tradition, and we just saw a group of O-Nos.
Yeah,
that's true.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Hey, show that clip. Show them. Can we show them real quick? Every person out there. Oh, no! Guy in the front here with the Triple H skull shirt on the left.
Yeah.
He looks in the mirror every morning and goes, oh, no! Guy with the big hat trying to get that on, wearing a button down, just skipping work for whatever reason. Looks like a Zito, a little bit of a rounder fella. He looks at the scale whenever he steps down there and says, oh, no! Little kid down there is looking up to his dad. His dad has put on a bad wrestling fandom for him, allowed him to get to this pace. And he looks up at his dad and he says, Dad, you're such a bum. I didn't know that. All I could really think is, oh, no! All right, enough with them, please. Let's get to some. You saw a fake Roman Reigns?
Yeah, it was a little fake one.
If there's a Roman Reigns, we would like to.
Over to the right.
Thing is
To the right a little bit. To the right. Hey, there's little nubby fingers right there, pal. Okay. Hey, bud, you need to take it easy. Your cheeks are touching your neck, pal. You droopy bum. Okay, all right, let's get away from them. Let's get away from them, please. Let's get away from them. I'm going to war with them this week.
That's right.
And Randy is actually going to war with Cody.
That's right.
But it's my job, as motivator, friend of Randy. Everybody's saying I'm my manager. It's like, I'm a motivator. I'm a friend, motivator.
Confidant.
Yeah.
Bingo. I'm just telling him what he needs. Hey, this is what we need to, you're the right guy for the job. Let's go ahead and do that. He agrees. We're kind of in this thing together. I think you'll hear that tonight if you were to go through there. But these people, they don't respect that.
No.
No, they don't get it.
Not at all.
In one ear, out the other.
Once again, WrestleMania will be live on ESPN's platforms this weekend, as we are right now. Download ESPN
Unlimited.
Super Duper Plus.
Yep.
Get it figured out now because if you don't, you're going to be pissed when this whole thing starts.
Exactly.
First hour tomorrow, ESPN2. Sunday, first hour, ESPN. Tomorrow, first hour, you got the triple six-man. You got Logan, Austin, and I Show Speed taking on the Usos and...
Oh, they just mentioned it.
Come on. We're big fans of this.
I know.
L.A. Night.
Yeah.
Logan Paul's in that one.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why we forgot because he had the greatest hit in the history of hits during First Take today.
Yeah.
I forgot what he taught me because it's 4 a.m. right now. I was told about this last night. You're not Peter. That whole...
Ask a better question.
Hey, Logan, I think you should be pretty proud of yourself, Logan, on how you handled yourself. As, good for business.
Yeah, good for business.
Good for business.
He's a good for business guy.
Joining us live, speaking of business, come watch business get handled tomorrow night, WrestleMania. Tonight, SmackDown, too. I got to go to the same city as all those things. You can, kind of. If you tip your nose towards Vegas, I don't know where you're at. We're in Indianapolis, so we'd be looking west, okay? We'd be taking our nose west. If you just give one good... You can smell them.
Yep.
When those things are together like that, it just creates like a smog fog of shite.
Yep.
A Mark Wildfire.
Yes, exactly. It is a Mark Wildfire, smog and smell and poop. Ew.
Yeah.
And it's just floating through.
Ugh.
So if you give one good, that's WrestleMania weekend though.
Yeah, that's true.
These things all come together and all of their pits, all of their sweats, all of their poops, everything just kind of goes together, and then it somehow gets out of the convention center, because the convention center is not on us.
No.
Convention center had been through this last year.
Yeah.
Back-to-back years in Vegas. Convention center said, we're going to let that smell out, and then that just shit oozes everywhere.
Yeah, covers the entire strip.
Like a dust storm.
You'll see them, I guess, yeah.
Even homeless people are like, ugh.
What is wrong with these
That's
people?
gross.
And whenever we smell them, we think to ourselves, oh, no! It's Friday. It's time to get through the oh no's from the sports week that was. Let's head to beautiful golf.
Oh, Seattle.
Sorry. Seattle. Thank you for that. Seattle. I'm so sorry. Oh, no. Ichiro Suzuki getting celebrated as a Mariner. Oh, what happened to the bat? He cracked it. But he did get on base, I heard.
Of course.
Cracked the bat, got on base. Obviously, you think you have everything figured out until it just gets ripped on because it's a bat. Beautiful looking statue.
Beautiful.
Seemingly put together well. Cracked the bat. Good thing, bad thing, Ty. Or does it definitely scream, oh, no!
Yeah, not the greatest. Not the greatest thing when you're trying to honor a guy like Ichiro. And a lot of people are maybe saying, hey, this is why the Mariners are playing like shite right now. We're trying to honor one of the greatest players in the history of our franchise, and we can't even do the due diligence to make sure the bat isn't broken on the monument. Come on.
If you actually look closely when you restart the video, Fox, you can actually see Ken Griffey Jr. say, oh, no! On the left side when he realizes.
He's a photographer. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's stay in baseball, shall we? Let's go to Pittsburgh. A 19-year-old sensation playing for the Buccos. Connor Griffin has made incredible plays. He's going to do a whirly bird, 360, double play. Instead, nobody's out. Nobody's out. They score. It's a disgusting overthrow. Everybody say, why'd you do the little circle button? Because you're 19. Let's not figure it out. He's trying to figure out what he can and can't do.
Yeah.
Okay, he's trying to figure out what's speed, what's not speed. He thought he looked so sweet. Boom! Boom! Guy tried to spear him in the calf, too. Obviously holds on to the ball because he's just figuring it out. Certainly made everybody in the stadium go, Connor Griffin, 19-year-old. Oh, no! He did make up for it, though, please.
He did. Yeah, he did. He hit a triple in his next at-bat. But also, they reviewed this. The runner was out, and it was clearly interference. So this was not an oh-no on Connor Griffin. This was oh-no on MLB replay in New York.
Oh, I like that whenever we divert something. Yeah. Anyways, people were saying, oh, no! Let's go to golf, shall we? We saw this on Sunday. Obviously, the man had been playing well at Augusta. He got into a good final grouping, and then it all fell apart because of people not feeling great. Haotong Lee stuck in the woods. Obviously, they had to figure out a camera to shoot him over there. Did find the ball, though, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
At this stage, could have probably just mailed it in, picked it up, and just walked the rest of the course. He would have scored the same thing. And then let's also talk about him putting it. Oh, he's got to have a good touch there. The Augusta greens are running fast. It's been dry all week. The Masters, obviously. The Masters of golf. It's going to be a difficult place. Haotong Lee rolls it by the green, and that's into the water.
Oh.
Yeah, we're talking about ass round of golf. And every time he stepped over the ball, all the things that were going on in between his ears were just, oh, no! That's a tough day, Mr. Lee. We think you'll find yourself in a better place in the future. Not as tough as Sergio Garcia, who, former Masters champ, hits a drive. No. Bang. Boom. He's not done, though, folks. Broke his driver. Needs to go ahead and attack the ground a little bit. Sergio Garcia definitely in contention to win this thing. These shots matter.
Yeah, you're right.
These shots certainly matter enough to take it, and boom, off a cooler. Let's go ahead and finish the job. This guy's roughing up Augusta National Property. Who does he think he is?
Sir, come on.
They're about to call him Sergio. Oh, no! Garcia. Now let's go to Chris Gotterup from this week's tournament. This man has won 4 PGA events in the past, including this year. He's a great golfer, young golfer. He's the next generation, and he whiffed.
Chris.
That guy whiffed on a golf ball.
Yes.
That practice swing?
That's what I do. That's what I do in these situations.
Yeah.
Chris Gotterup's a good golfer.
Can't do the practice swing gimmick in this level.
No, yeah. As soon as you address it and you go ahead and take a hack out of the head, that's certainly giving me a stroke. Chris Gotterup said, let me walk that out. My immediate move would be just, let me pick it up, roll it on the other side here, where I'm taking it. Chris Gotterup whiffing an attorney? Oh, no! Let's go to basketball, shall we? There's always a few of these. How about a playing game? Paulo Banchero. I got you, cuz. Bang, in the head. Lady, right in the head. Jeez. We're talking Dome piece. Handling business, this lady. Sitting courtside, playing game, on the wood. Certainly somebody of importance, and when we find out, she's an absolute dog.
Yeah.
But all you could hear is Paulo Banchero. Oh, no! Absolute beast right there in Philly.
Yeah.
Proud of that, John, obviously. Let's go to the Heat-Hornets game. Overtime. Final minute. What's going to happen? Who's going to win the game?
Timeout? Or
They sell it. Is this a commercial? Kind of a bop, I guess.
it's sad.
Okay, they'll get us back at least. I like that they're just giving us a little bit of a bop.
Cleaning the court or something.
This is good. Technical difficulty is a weird way to word that. That means they're sending something, right? Okay, let's get back to the game. Oh, I missed 25 seconds of action in overtime in the play-in game. What the fuck? I just bet these things. What are we even doing? Literally, all I could think to myself is Amazon technical difficulties in overtime. More like, oh no! Time! Stay in basketball, shall we? Zach Bryan. Okay, this guy sells out stadiums.
Yeah.
We need to show respect to what he has been able to do with a guitar and his voice.
Most ever at the Big House in Ann Arbor.
But he sells out stadiums. Okay, if you're able to sell out stadiums, which we get, I'm not going back to the marks. I'm not doing that. I'm not going back to the marks. But if you can sell out stadiums, I have respect for what you've been able to do. Now, his song that everybody knows is
We're having an all-night revival.
Yeah, I see him do it on stage.
Oh, yeah.
Shane Gillis running his mouth a little bit, holding a beer up there going,
Yeah. He's a dickhead.
Yeah, he
Dan
is.
Jones, though.
Dan Jones singing it.
He's been doing it
So
before.
we know Zach Bryan. I know a lot about Zach Bryan, or his life as
Yeah,
well.
right.
And that comes with being a guy who sells out fucking stadiums.
Yeah.
I think that's part. Also served in the military. Appreciate his service, all that stuff. They need to keep him away from a basketball court. I like that he's doing sports for cardio.
Definitely.
I like that he's a sports fan. I like he's selling out stadiums. Can't have that on tape.
No.
Can't have that on tape. Okay, we need to make sure that camera's not getting out of there. Not only was it a travel and other things, it was also just Zach Bryan's working in the paint. Why they got him running the full court? That ain't
Yeah,
where
no.
he's supposed to be.
No.
No.
So when I was seeing this, I just thought to myself, why is this being filmed? Okay. Why is his teammates letting it happen? And also, shout out to Zach Bryan kind of putting in maximum effort, even though it turns out to be 0 points, and that makes you inevitably go, oh no! Zach Bryan. Can't have that on tape.
Can't be good at everything, I guess.
I agree, but I like he's doing sports for cardio, getting in shape for the stadium.
Yeah, can
right.
we get an outlet pass, please? Someone's got to yell outlet. The guy's down below the hoop. He's got to pass that
Hustler.
thing.
Nah,
okay?
his teammates wave him through. Like,
Yeah, go ahead.
Lead the break.
We know how this goes.
I would like to blame the teammates.
He feels like he doesn't pass very much.
Well,
And he might be the best player because the shot itself went off the top of the backboard and came right to him.
I like maximum effort. I had a buddy who wasn't going to foul either. You saw he kept hands out. Because remember, we saw a Gary Vee clip from a few years ago. He got stripped, ran back, anger, fouled a guy.
Yeah.
Hard.
Guy did not punch him immediately in face, which was a surprise to all of us. Here, no foul. Zach Bryan said, it's not about me, actually. You're saying he wouldn't pass the ball. He's underneath the hoop. He says, let me get this out of my hands, actually. Let me go ahead and put on one of the boys. And all I ask of the boys is, you see that camera filming that fast break? We need to ask for that. We need to ask for that video.
Break that phone.
Is that a
Yeah.
cop with a full utility belt on it?
Oh, I do see a weapon.
yes.
Yeah, I could box
Yes, it
out
is.
by that guy.
He's on Zach's team. Maybe he needs to start hitting a little bit.
A lot of hats. That guy's wearing jeans.
This guy's
Yeah, I like the way he's doing that. But anyways, the tape and the video making the internet just makes us go, oh, no! Let's get away from some sports now. Let's go to some other things. Still sport, but out of ball sport world. Let's head down to the Tampa Bay Rodeo.
Yeah.
Okay, this ain't our first rodeo. We know the rodeo life. We actually respect the rodeo life. This is Cowboy Sway. He's riding a bucket horse. Bareback. Does a forward roll. He's a showman. Hey, how you doing? See what I did there? That's what Cowboy Sway said. Goes up in the crowd. That's me. That's me that just did that to that horse. Tell me I'm great. Backflip. Boom. Stampede. Stampede.
Head on a swivel.
I mean, Cowboy Sway on top of that horse. I mean, he's riding that thing.
Not bad.
That's a movie. Then he does the forward roll. Incredible. He probably does parkour as well, if I had to guess. That's a classic land roll situation. Go up onto the gates. Yeah, this crowd needs to know. Woo! Cowboy Sway. Backflip, by the way. I'm not done. Bang! Bang!
Oh, man.
Shit.
Out.
Bang! Everybody in the crowd was like, you're the man, Wade! Oh, no! Cowboy Sway is one of them ones, though. You know, he'll get right back up and get back on that thing.
Yeah.
It ain't about how bucked you get on the back of that bucking horse.
Mm-hmm.
It's about whether or not you get your bucking ass back up.
That's right.
Cowboy Sway is going to get his ass back bucking up.
Yeah, exactly.
Last one doesn't really need to be talked about it much. There's a man that would never be able to ride a bucking horse.
No.
There's a man that is a part of our group, part of our team, part of our culture, part of this program, who's a traitor, who committed an act of treason, could be an accessory to multiple crimes. But the reason why he's not being accused of all those things is because he's too dumb. I don't know if that's a good thing for him or a bad thing for him. But I do know you go back to Tuesday, after hours, it's Bones Day to sweep the floor. He gets distracted by a banging at the door, goes out there for about a few seconds, comes back in, Cody Rhodes. He would go on to say, Cody told me that you told him it was good to swing by. I didn't know what was real or unreal. You don't let Cody Rhodes in this exact time. Cody would then go on to destroy Seth and steal Randy Orton's title.
That's right.
That I guess they say is his currently, but we clearly took it out of there. He would take his title, brutalize the desk, cause millions in dollars of damage.
Yeah.
Broke a Babe Ruth signed bat.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
And walked out. And that's all because DeBone, this man, is more DeBone than ever before.
Whoa.
What's that for?
What the heck?
This is for all the marks. Oh, shut up. He is the mark watcher. Get him out of there. Get him out of there.
Dipshit.
We hope you'll enjoy Wrestlemania this weekend on ESPN's platforms, NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, tonight's SmackDown. We'll be back for an Overreaction Monday. A lot is going to happen. Have the greatest weekend of all time. Be a friend, tell a friend, something nice. It might change your life. Goodbye. Got it all in there.
Yep.
All right, AJ, I got to go to that cesspool. I got to go to that cesspool over there.
To all those things, as you've referred to them as?
Yeah, and these things like the gossip.
Yes, they do.
You know,
Mingle.
These things. How you say it, yeah. It works.
Yeah, well, thanks, AJ.
It works.
Yeah, thanks, AJ.
It works.
It's going to save the business, I think. In what it is, he's just telling this guy, why don't you go ahead and do that? Why don't you go ahead and do that?
That's right.
Okay, let's go live to WWE World. The cameras have found a fan.
Nice.
Okay.
That's a good shirt. Hey,
Great
let's
shirt.
get a couple.
I was gonna say.
Don't let any of them buy that. They don't deserve to wear that shirt. Take that shirt out of the store. I'm heading there right now to get that fucking all the merch out of there.
Yep.
Smart.
They don't deserve to be wearing that.
I could tell Big Hat Guy was a fan earlier because after you did him, he was like,
I know he was trying to be super nice whenever he was lifting the hat.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's really the only one sticking out. Right
Too
now.
late.
Sorry.
Sorry, buddy.
Sorry.
Sorry, buddy.
That's a game you play.
He did look exactly. I mean, he was Zito.
Conor
Yeah.
Ricochet, yeah.
The little nubby fingers was my favorite.
Yeah.
The kid.
The Triple H guy, because you doubled down on him, and he was really bummed when you popped on. He was really bummed. So that was just, oh man, chef's kiss. That was incredible.
Let's go do Mania.
Hell yeah.
How's it going to go tonight? A little preview?
Genuinely, I don't even know why I'm going to this fucking show. You know what I mean? Walk in the building, everybody in the back, I hate them, they hate me. Everybody in the stands, I hate them, they hate me.
Man.
So yeah, I guess I'll roll in there. That sounds like a good time to me.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good time to me.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the difference. You know, I'm okay with it. You know, I'm okay with, much like Artemis II. You know, the moon was traveling. Artemis had to aim ahead.
Yep.
Okay?
Well said.
To catch the moon. Okay, that's me.
The moon's traveling too.
Yes.
Around the.
You didn't know that Artemis
Around the
fucking aimed ahead of
On the
time?
sun?
You got to lead your receiver, bro.
Yeah.
Slingshot around that thing.
Got to use the telemetry to get us back home.
Yeah, slingshot.
Engage.
We aimed way ahead of time. We sent that thing like it was a bird shot.
Yep.
You know, like we're pooh. And I think that's what That's what me and Randy are kind of doing for the business right now.
Yeah.
And these bums, I would never want to compare them to the moon because that moon, under that moon, a lot has happened.
Yeah.
Okay, that moon is an impressive thing. You know, what's on the dark side? What's on the inside?
Well,
actually, the business is kind of like Artemis, and they're using you and Randy as the moon to slingshot into better things.
Oh, you think they're aiming for us? See, I was saying I'm projecting thermostat. They're the thermometer thing, which is what Artemis did, which is project ahead of time, and they're kind of going to have to catch up. You know, there's a couple other businesses we've done that to. So this one just kind of have to, just kind of have to do it again. But saying they're the moon is a fucking wild because they don't deserve the moon, brother.
Because the moon's awesome.
You guys are more like the sun. You light up the moon when the time comes, and Artemis is probably kind of the marks. You know, trying to go around and be near them all. You know,
actually, 11's more like or 13.
You're going to
13's
compare
actually
astronauts that we have that went to the moon to these fucking slobs at WWE World.
I'm not so sure.
Don't
You're right.
dare.
You're right.
I'm not so sure what they.
There's a metaphor in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Hey, behind the glass, great work.
Good work, boys.
Graphic design boys, other than Bone. Great work this week.
Good work, boys.
Good work, boys.
Zito, great work this week.
Good work, Jim.
Couple studio upgrades.
Yeah.
Couple studio upgrades. Somebody's wearing a fucking fake title. Let's get out of here. 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 I gotta go see them enough. Be a friend. AJ, great work this week. D-Butt, hell yeah.
You too, brother.
Boys, great work. Hey,
You too.
Yeah.
road to WrestleMania has certainly heated up, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
Very quickly. It's kind of a short road, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of short. Now, will it be a
Like a top thrill dragster.
what's the when you have the end of a cul-de-sac?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Will it be a short cul-de-sac? Because remember, if Randy doesn't win, I'm gone forever.
That's right.
Or will this be a fucking pipeline right to the future of greatness? Maybe it's the highway.
Oh
no.
What's the one over in Germany where they don't have any?
Autobahn.
It's the Autobahn to Mania.
Yeah.
Okay, it was a short start. Only a couple weeks live, although months on the phone. A couple weeks live. We've certainly sixth. Shh.
And there's road closed signs, and you're just blowing through them 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, each road closed sign, I see some fat mark.
Boom.
That's brain should not be trusted. Why is this thing giving an opinion? Nobody asked for this thing to give an opinion. And if you give enough opinions, people still don't care about your opinions. That should be a message that your opinion isn't worth having. Slob.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Open your door, knock them over.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're changing.
That's right.
We're saving.
No restrictor plate on the vehicle.
It's on ESPN Super Duper Plus.
Hell yeah.
Let's have the greatest weekend of all time.
Hell yeah.
Let's have the most impactful weekend of all time.
Hell yeah.
Love that.
Well said.
Remember, our kids will have a strong WWE because at the top of the WWE will be Randy Orton. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice might change your life. We're in this thing together. Just never forget that. Other than you, Marks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can forget that. We ain't together. It never will be. Thank God. I just had so much gratitude flow over my body that I'll never be one of them.
Never.
Yeah.
Ever. And never have to be around them, except for like when I walk into a building and they're
Yeah.
there. But I can easily just,
Oh, you got something coming for them, too.
ooh, look alive, bums. I can't wait to see you guys Monday. Team on me, team on three. Let's have a weekend.
Hell yeah.
We'll see you on Monday. Biggest overreaction Monday of all time. Team on three. 1, 2, 3. Team. Goodbye.